Welcome to the Bid Podcast. I'm Keep It Slim.
Real just in case.
Big Briss.
And we have two lovely ladies in the building, including our family. Y'all want to introduce yourselves?
Yes. My name is Sylvia, and
I'm Asia.
AKA Greatness.
I missed that. I missed that
insider.
one.
Yeah,
She was ready to give us a fake name and was struggling.
Oh.
We was like, damn, what you was going to say?
You got to be quicker than that.
I was trying to think of a cool podcast name.
Yeah, and she was sitting there thinking hard as shit. And we was like, damn, what you was going to say? I guess Greatness.
That's a good one. That's a good one at the top.
that's good.
Unless that's true.
I hopefully, I assume they trying to start their own podcast, so I thought it would be dope to have them on.
Yes.
Yeah, she's trying to start her own podcast. I'm just the tag along.
They be going live with all these crazy topics and shit.
What you trying? What's it gonna be about? Or what's your?
Just more so pertaining to like relationship things that people don't really discuss about. You know, I'm trying to venture off and do things differently. So I quick to learn like what other people talk about, and I just want to talk about things that's outside of what's never discussed. The
not so happy stuff or the not so nice stuff.
Like
what?
Like as far as like people don't ask questions when they start dating. And then things will happen in the relationship, and it was like, well, if you'd have asked those questions in the beginning, you would have known beforehand.
Mm-hmm.
Do it take the organic out of it if you ask questions?
No.
Mm-mm. I feel like it avoids a lot of frustration that comes by.
Like,
Really?
like the beginning, like,
yeah.
yo, do you snore?
Oh,
You can ask that. I mean, but more so like.
Or do you want to find the organic part is finding that out?
Right, because then you will know. But snoring you can't help. I was thinking it would be something.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you might not
No,
help.
we ain't
No.
talking about
No, but that's real shit. Some bitches don't like that shit.
No, yeah. But I was thinking more along the lines of something that you don't want to ask because somebody can fake it.
stuff like this.
Like they can act like that's
like
how
give
they
us
are.
something.
I'm not talking about first date questions, but as far as like, you're dating somebody for a little bit, I'm going to ask you, if I'm your wife and I'm in the hospital and your mom is in the hospital, who you coming to see? And you only got time to see one.
Oh shit, that's kind of on the first date.
Damn.
No, she ain't say the first
Okay,
date.
all right, but you
I need
That's
I
a
need-
doghouse question. That's like
No, I need to know your response.
that's like an argument
I need
question.
to know your response. Like,
So
because
if he say his mom,
he ain't the one.
damn, but she brought him in this world.
Dang.
That's a tough.
So,
That's a
not,
tough
No,
one.
that's not. See, and that's the problem. See, people like that,
That's
that
a-
show me you're not ready
That's
for
a good
marriage.
joint.
Not really.
No,
I'm not
that
saying
shows
I
me-
wouldn't.
No.
All I'm
But if
saying
you
is,
think about this, are you married?
but that's not a
someone?
joint. This is a jump out the jet and it's
Getting
like,
heated.
yeah, you.
But wait.
Can we ask somebody that's
I'm your
married?
wife?
I want to know. Yeah, someone who's married. Thank God it's someone that's married. Okay, you're married. Okay.
Uh-huh.
No, and what you said is right. If the question was who would you see, the mom or the wife? I mean, the wife or the mom, it would be the wife.
Okay.
Cause you are that's your
That's
queen.
your
You are
family.
one.
Yeah,
Under
yeah,
God.
yeah.
When
She
you
comes
get-
first, even
And
though.
then when you get married, I don't mean to cut you off,
Go
when you
ahead.
get married, your wife is the next
That's
of
your
kin.
family now, yeah.
So
Okay.
meaning that, say for instance something has happened to you and someone has to make that decision, whether they pull the plug or keep you going, it's your wife. It's not your mom. You know what I'm saying? Your
Right.
wife has more authority than
And that's our-
anyone.
From a
And that's our
religious
good
standpoint-
friend Mara, by the way, that just responded to that.
Thank you, Mara.
Yeah,
You're a
thank
smart
you.
man. That's why you're married. But from a religious
Fuck outta
standpoint,
there,
in
Mara.
almost any religion, it is God, your spouse, your children, and then your family.
What about you not religious?
It's still God.
Okay, well, the foundations for me to be married to someone, you don't necessarily have. I don't have a religion, but I don't want to say I'm.
Spiritual.
Yeah, I believe in a
not really
higher.
spiritual-
I believe in a higher power, and I pray. It's not to a specific God, I want to say, but that's getting a little beside.
Ditto.
But
I'm just saying.
But basically, the reason why your spouse is before your kids is because you guys create the foundation for your children to follow and the structure. Like, it's important for you to take care of yourself so that you're able to take care of your children.
Right. So like, all right, I don't want to venture off. So like on that topic right there, you ever see Bird Box?
No.
You never seen Bird Box?
I've seen Bird Box.
Damn.
Okay.
So like on the topic she was saying when she was in the boat with the kids, like
Got it.
you think she should have like let one of them look? Cause that's kind of what she was saying, like, cause
yeah, I mean, I feel like this.
cause
This is-
cause
and
they
it's
too
kinda like,
they too young to to get through the
understand,
shit.
to get through it.
So
but if someone was if she looked, and
if she
something
looked,
happened,
they
then
can't
would've
save
been-
themselves,
yeah,
right? So she got to
exactly.
sacrifice one of them in order to save the other one. That was the premise. And
Yes.
but and is that what you're saying? Like that's
That's
kind
kind
of
of like the same thing.
Because she ain't see it.
No, I'm saying is that what you're saying? Like that's the right thing to do,
I'm
kind
just
of.
saying I have to be fine in order to take care of some children.
Yeah, that's. Yeah.
Just like Bart.
But she didn't do that though, and I agree that because I was like, yo, she killed these motherfucking kids. No, I'm gonna fuck Sandra Bullock up. I was tripping.
But you gotta think about it. It's like
you can't. Like, I don't know.
either
like,
one or all.
right.
You know.
But she said,
that's-
"Fuck that, we all going," and they all survived.
I'm logic.
Fuck that
I'm logical.
I'm logic, too.
I'm gonna be like, listen,
Yeah.
one of y'all gonna have to do it.
Damn,
Like, which
you
one?
hard as nails.
Pick the
She
number.
like you gonna have
Yo,
to
if you
look.
see this shit, that
I'm
shit almost
also
made me
team-
cry. Yo, that scene when
Yeah.
she looked at them babies, dog, and was like, "One of y'all gotta look." I was like, "Fuck no." she better not. Yo, boy was like, "I'll do it."
Yeah.
No, that shit hit me, man. I got a 5-year-old son. That shit.
But it's
No,
just
I
like
can't.
this.
I can't
like,
do that.
say if
no,
you got a
like,
wife
fuck that. I'm doing.
and-
I don't know.
one of the situations that I know that happens a lot is women having, fatal deaths in pregnancy, like giving birth, And I feel like save me. Don't save the child.
I don't
If
know
it
that
came
child.
down to you had to save the baby or your wife, I would save. If I was a husband, I would save my wife
had
because
that
y'all can
discussion
always
with my
have
boyfriend.
kids.
I feel
was
like
like,
these
you
are
know
some.
what I'm
All right, this is some real difficult situations
That's
just to
not-
just have somebody
Yeah.
just
No,
come
I
up with
get
off
it,
the top.
though.
Like you can't.
Yeah, I
feel
get
like
it.
when
But
you
you
in
don't
that
have-
situation,
but-
you
but
don't
see,
know
you have
what it
to
really
have
is. That's a
these-
real deep situation.
It is, but you kind of have to have these.
I don't think you
conversations
can't
to
just
kinda
come up
know
off
where
the
they
top.
I don't
mind
think you can have the
You can't have
a
a pre
preset
like,
of
oh
that.
yeah, it's going to
Right.
be.
It
that.
got to be subjective in your
Yeah.
part. Like if me and my wife was going through that and she stated that, like, yeah, kill me, or I mean save me or whatever, and I knew that was the case, I ain't gonna say like that's what I'm like my heart set on. But of course I'm a
What if you don't
whatever.
have that chance to have that conversation?
But
with her?
that's what I'm saying. If that was the case, then she like what? Or she did say that,
Yeah, that's in the moment.
or she
question.
say something
Yeah.
different, right? Though.
We can't be at the mall talking about that.
Right.
Like,
Right,
man,
you
listen.
can't-
Well, no, I mean, apparently with greatness you can, cause she gonna ask that shit in the beginning. Like, hey, with greatness she gonna let you know, like,
See,
nigga,
here's the
if
thing.
I'm having this baby, what you gonna do,
Listen,
baby?
I didn't have that conversation in the beginning, but I
You the
did
baby.
have that conversation with my boyfriend. I'm like, listen, if it ever comes to a time where you gotta save me or save a baby, save me. He was like, what? I was like, I don't even know that kid. We can make another one.
But what if it? What if
What
it's
did he
what
say?
He looked at me weird, and I was just like, if
that's
you can't make that
absolutely
choice, I was like, I don't know if I can be with you, or you definitely not gonna be my power of attorney over
But there's
anything.
been okay. But there's been.
What if the
situ-
baby is like 7?
I don't 7.
Yeah, it's real now, and boy, he gotta save either one of y'all out of a drowning fucking car.
How old am I?
God damn.
No, that's real talk.
I don't know. I don't
It
know.
depends.
And this may sound harsh, but the reality of it is you only get one mom and dad. You can
Yeah,
create
yeah,
as
yeah.
many.
I'm just
children as
asking
like.
you.
But
You ain't
that's
gotta.
your-
You ain't gotta lay a
hold on,
foundation
no.
for
Damn,
that.
It's
that's
not that.
hard.
It's not that simple.
So you like-
especially if it's a kid
You can have
involved
another
and you know that
kid.
kid.
Yeah,
you
you
fell
can
in
have
love with
another
that kid. It's definitely not that
She
simple
broke
at
that
that
down
point.
simple like a motherfucker.
Well, it
You can't
depends
just
on the
make it that simple.
relationship that you have with the child's mother. It depends on. It
Yes.
depends. It's
Yeah.
kind of like that's a vague question
I have a
because it
child
has to
who's
be
10.
like certain things that have to be in detailed in that question that you're
I'm
asking.
still young.
Don't do
save
it.
me.
Don't do it. Oh, she drop one of Clue's bombs on that.
You agree with that?
Do I agree with?
How little situation?
She said, man, I'm still
Okay.
young.
Um,
Yo, she right.
it depends on my husband. It depends on the relationship we have, but I can't really make that decision based on. I gotta know the circumstances.
So if the house on fire, she'd be screaming at her husband like, "Fuck you going in that room for?"
Okay, well, wait a minute. But you gotta think of it. That's standard procedure. When a fire, if it's a fire and firefighters, they have to save who they can save, and if they gotta depend on their lives first. Like they can't just.
No, not firefighter. I'm talking about me.
The husband.
So say
Yeah.
like-
Yeah, but
firefighters
it's the
get
same
there.
thing.
I
It's the
feel like
same
whoever.
thing.
Now, what I'm saying is, at that point, it's kind of like you got to make a decision, sort of pick. Like if it's a fire and you pick the child, I'm not gonna necessarily be like. I mean, well, I'm gonna be dead, so. But
Yeah.
If you survive, it's some ass
All right,
kicking
so what,
going
yeah,
on.
what about you, Smile? What about
I'm
he
like,
went
you
and got the
left-
child
you left
first
me in
out the
a
fire? He went and got the child first out the fire, and then got you, and y'all both survived.
This is some heavy
How
shit.
would you feel?
Well, it's nothing to
Am I
feel
all
because
burnt
we
up?
survived.
Huh? And you got yeah. You got 30.
Like you don't put me
First,
first.
right. The kid ain't got no burns.
I don't know.
Well, I would look at it. What's more convenient? Is it convenient to save me first, or is it convenient to save the child?
Convenient. Damn.
Like,
No,
who's
I
closer
think
to
the
me?
program is closer.
Oh, and the time. I thought you meant like what
like-
your life was worth. I was like, God damn.
No,
Okay.
I mean, like, all right, if you're near me and you
All right,
just
yeah,
say,
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
screw me and go save the child that's like 3 doors down from the
Yeah,
hallway, I'm gonna be like, no. First of all, save me first, okay? And then we can together save the child. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Huh?
I don't know. I just, I
No, you
feel like
ain't
it
that much
depends.
time. Maybe you
Yeah.
gotta get the child
The
first.
first thing you're gonna think about is your kid. Like,
I
that's the
mean,
first thing you're gonna be wondering. Like, why the fuck you in here?
In a
Like, I know
situation-
my daughter is cool.
And I will say, in a situation like that, yes, the first thing you do think about is your
The
child.
first thing, like,
Because I think I'll be trying to save the child too. Like, we
Yeah.
both be trying to save the child. Like,
and you see me, your heart gonna drop. Like,
yeah.
where the fuck is my kid? Like,
Right. Like, yeah, like, I'm just asking. Your instinct ain't first to know what's going on with your kid.
Of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
So is the man doing the same thing?
We
And
need
then, like,
video for this one.
his first instinct is the kid.
I
In
think
that- okay,
his
in
first
that
instinct
situation-
should be the family, not the just
Yeah.
one
I know.
sole person.
Right.
It should be the
in
family.
that particular scenario of a burning building, whoever you can save first.
Okay.
That's how.
But if it
I
comes
take
down
that
to
from
like
greatness. I take that from
as
greatness.
something as far as like me being pregnant, I don't even know this kid yet, so you gonna have to save me.
So we already know a kid in the belly.
I understand that part.
It
though.
does.
I
It's
get
not
that
like it
premise.
doesn't mean
I
anything.
get the
But if
premise. I
it's
get the
my
premise.
life and the child's life that's developing,
That's like an
I'm gonna
abortion.
like save my
Yeah,
life.
right.
Yeah, it's like a late term
I
abortion. I mean,
yeah.
no offense, but it's kind of like
Okay, I understand it, but for you to ask a man about that and for him to like, I don't think there's no right or wrong answer. If you're gonna ask him like off the rip or whatever the case, I don't think it's a right or wrong answer in that.
I mean, I think that
Like-
it would be like in the beginning because you don't really have that connection with someone. Like y'all not married. You ask in the beginning. Of course, you're gonna be like, I'm saving my child. But then later down the line, when y'all
Right.
build that communication and y'all build that connection, then he gonna start thinking like, wait a minute, hold up.
Because when my
you know,
boyfriend
let me
calls,
second
when
that-
I
let me
asked him that,
second
like,
thought
we don't even have a kid, we're not even pregnant, you know me. Why would you save me?
Yeah.
So he
Damn.
answered right in the beginning. He answered right in the beginning.
I feel sorry for the cat.
Oh, the cat ain't got no chance.
Well,
I
of
feel
course,
sorry for the cat.
pets. You know, we're not going to get.
He
into
didn't
that.
answer right, so you just said, fuck it, I'll give him a chance.
No, it wasn't the very beginning. I think I asked him this like a year ago.
Oh, all right.
But it's
So
like
you-
even if he had a wrong, like he had the answer that she wasn't looking for, that doesn't mean he's wrong. That's just his mindset at the time. You know,
And then
like,
it
people don't
led
think
to
about
additional
stuff like
questions.
that. They don't think
All I'm
about.
saying is that to make or break. Like, if he didn't give you the
Cause
answer,
she said that ain't the nigga for
yeah,
me.
like, yeah, you like they ain't the
No,
nigga.
but what
like,
I'm saying is it led to additional questions, which
Okay.
he answered
And that
in the way
kinda
I would
opened
like,
him up.
and it's just like,
It was
okay,
best 2 out of 3.
kinda.
Okay.
Because it's just like, at some point, it's kind of giving me a insight of his mind frame or his
Yeah.
perspective
Yeah.
of things.
Yeah.
So it's not like that one particular question.
And then you
Okay.
can, yeah.
all right.
I see what you're
We
saying.
got in deep from the rip. We was trying to joke, but this shit's got real.
No, that was. No, that's real shit.
Real shit. 'cause-
I like that
That's
though.
real
You
shit.
gotta ask those, and then some people be like, "Oh, I'll make my mom the beneficiary of everything."
Because honestly, I never
Nah,
even
if
heard
I'm
a
your
woman's
wife,
perspective.
No, I get that.
No,
Yeah,
What about
I get that.
50-50?
I get that.
50-50 what?
Like my wife and mom. The beneficiary.
Why should I be equal to your mom?
That's
Do your mom say
Can I?
that?
Whoa, exactly.
Whoa.
Do your wait? That's real. That's
I
actually
get
a
what you're
question.
saying.
oh shit.
I would never be equal to your mom, and your
Right.
mom would never be equal to me. Your mom can't do the things that I do, so why would we be equal?
Right.
That's like
All right, so what about there's a scenario where you know that your wife is financially not stable and she got badass credit and she can't hold $1 to her name, and then he wants to make the mom or his mom the beneficiary.
First of all, I look like this: if you know that she can't she doesn't have the financial capacity to maintain a healthy relationship, you should
Why are
think
you
twice
making
about
her your
marrying her.
wife? Right.
Why are you marrying her? Like that's
Maybe she
that's-
fell on hard times.
Okay, if
Well,
she fell on hard times, help pick her back up.
All right, so this is the time. All right, this is what I'm saying. So there's a situation where you're helping pick her back up, but your wife is still not there yet,
Nah,
and you have to
you-
make a decision
You
to
can
make
create
somebody.
a living
No,
will
but-
You have to make a
or trust
decision
put
I
to
don't
make a
think
beneficiary.
I don't think that mean that she's financially bad. She's just on hard times. So you can make her your beneficiary.
But I'm just saying hard times, and she probably has bad credit. But you're trying to help her build her credit back up, help her get back on her
What's that
feet.
got to do with being a
Yeah.
beneficiary?
Bank. if you got your money somewhere and then something happened to you, you want to make somebody a beneficiary, and you just don't feel like right now is the time that you can make.
Well, I look at it like this. That's discussion.
On the account.
Even if you make someone else a beneficiary, like
That's a discussion
your
that
mother
you should
needs
have
to. You
together.
better hope and pray your mother gives your wife something happen to you, some of your money to help take care of her. You know what I'm saying? That's conversations y'all need to have. Like, I feel like, and I'm not saying it's a black and white thing, but I know it's with a lot of, white couples, they have wills, they have life insurances, they have stuff like that to kind of like, if a situation like that was to happen, and I feel like us as black, as a black couple in a black society, we need to start being more prone to having that type of spectrum when it comes down to trying to build and try to look out for each other. Something happened to you, all right, life insurance.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I think a lot of us don't think that way, when it comes down to trying to balance that out.
So is it okay if it was two beneficiaries, the mom and the wife?
No.
He just said that. 50-50.
Oh, it's 50.
No.
You was a.
No, I said
I look at it like this.
You suggested 50-50.
It needs to be. It can't just be vaguely. You're the beneficiary. Like, it has to be like, all right, this is how much you're gonna get. This is how much you're gonna get. Like, y'all have to kind of like even that out. But
I
that's
don't agree with
conversation.
I'm about to say, so she cool
mean-
with 50-50.
I'm not.
I'm not cool with 50-50.
But you understand it? Or?
If it came down to it, I would say, all right, well, we need to come to an understanding which role each of us play. So it won't be no conflict when it comes down to something happening to you. Then we got to go to court and settle it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
for sure.
have
Having your
all
ducks
that-
in a row. Yeah.
have
She
all
was
that.
saying
I'm not cool with
Does
it.
it-
I'm about to
I'm
say
not
she-
cool with it at all because you can create a trust for someone. You can create a living will where basically his mom is like the controller, where you can say like, okay, give my wife $5,000 each month, but that's not putting anything on the mom. She's just literally the one that's making sure the wife get it, but she's not getting necessarily anything. I mean, unless he wanted to leave his mom something specifically. So no, I'm not okay with 50-50. If I'm your wife, I feel like you not leaving nothing to no kids. You leave it to me, and it's my job. No, and I'm not saying that
And
you're
it's
smart,
her
but
job
it's my
to
job
distribute it
to make sure that the
evenly. Yeah.
kids get what they're supposed to get, or anybody that you think is supposed to get something, get what they're supposed to get. And if you don't trust me in that capacity, why are you marrying me?
That's how I feel.
Because I feel like the person I marry, that's how I want it to be with them. I want to be
Yeah,
able to trust them with that.
yeah.
Because it
That's
can
the
happen
ideal.
both ways. So I can,
Yeah.
God forbid, drop down and die and stuff like that. I want to trust my significant other to know that he's able to make sure that my kids are good, even the kids that may not be his. Like, I would put all that trust and responsibility on him. It can happen both ways. Something can happen to me, something can happen to you.
And it's
So-
just like, and if you don't think they're going to necessarily, because some people change with money and death and stuff like that. Again, create a will or live in trust where you can set that in place. Like, I have all that stuff in my firebox. I got like a life insurance policy to pay off my house, a life insurance policy to pay for my funeral, a life
Check.
insurance policy just so that my child can be great
Check.
afterwards. Like,
So, what do you think about prenups?
I can't. I
What's
don't-
that? She said, what's that?
Right.
What you was about to say, Sylvia?
She said, why are you marrying me?
Why you marrying me? Exactly.
I feel like dependent on the prenup, meaning I personally feel as though whatever you had before me, that's all yours. And if you don't want to share that with me, that's okay. But anything you got during me, after me, like, well, as far as like, during me, that's going to have to be discussed because, or at least how I see it is, no matter if you had a business and it was all your money that opened it, I'm pretty sure I'm going to be supporting you in some type of way. Rather if I'm running errands, working for free for you,
you talk
hey,
a lot.
when you take this paper, can you do this? I'm doing something. So I'm not saying I should be necessarily entitled to have,
Yeah.
but I should be entitled to something for contributing to
But
it.
you do know that when those things happen, you ain't gotta do nothing in the business. You don't. Once y'all combine and y'all
Yeah.
become that one, it doesn't matter
It's
if
like
you
your
don't
credit.
touch anything in
Your
that
credit
business.
combined like
If y'all
that.
get a divorce, you will be able to say, listen, I want a piece of that business, and you ain't touching none of it. That's how that works.
I feel like, yeah, you kind of got to know who you're marrying. Like,
Yeah, you gotta know who you marry, and you gotta make sure that y'all don't end in no type of scorn or turmoil.
Yeah,
that it
that-
wouldn't,
nobody
stuff
can
like that.
foretell
like
the future.
I'm like I feel like I believe in karma and I have like a guilty conscience, so it's just like I can't sit here and try to play somebody and then I'm like a horrible liar. You'll see it all over my face.
We tried to make a name up.
You say, greatness.
Greatness. You really said greatness?
So like
She struggled. And we said, what would you say? And she's
See,
like,
I'm worried. I would have read your shirt. Everything sucks except for you or something. Like I'd have been like, the bed.
I don't believe in doing people wrong. Like, even if somebody's doing something wrong to me, like, I still try to take the hurt. So it's just like, for me, I know I wouldn't try to take something I'm not entitled to.
And let me explain that. It's not that you
well,
own.
not entitled to.
It's not that you own. It's not that you own a piece of the business, but when it comes to financials, and he has to put the financial what he makes, that's where the chunk comes out because he has to put that down.
But
you won't have a piece of the business.
Yeah, 99%
but
of
he's
the time.
bringing money. That business plays a part in how much he has to pay out because he has to show his income. So you're going to get a piece of that at that point. So.
I mean, it's kind of like a contribution for state.
you look like she disagrees.
I'm just saying, unless I was like unless you like ask me to like be a stay-at-home wife, because I'm gonna take kids out the equation. Unless you ask me to be like a stay-at-home wife to help support your business, like
why wouldn't I?
Like,
you know,
I'm just saying, but he might not need you to. That's what I'm saying. So that's why you wouldn't. So it's just like I said, unless you ask me, or I felt like you needed that assistance, it's kind of like. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have my own money. Like I told my boyfriend, when we get a house, listen, I'll leave. You ain't gotta worry about me kick you out, because I'm gonna live comfortable in my means. I'm not gonna be sitting here trying to nickel or dime you to try to pay these bills, and then I'm still not gonna be. I'm just gonna be like floating. No, bye. You can have all these bills.
Do y'all think people should live together before they get married, or wait till they get married to live together? I seen a study that said that.
You can't wait till you get married to live together.
I feel like
Did y'all hear that though?
That's a different beast.
But no, a lot of people
tricky.
said they
You
marriage
can't.
was successful because of that. Not living together till they was married.
it's tricky.
That's like very.
Why you think
I
it's
don't like
tricky?
this system.
It's
That's
tricky
like
because
very
Speak on it and then I'll
old,
speak
really.
on it.
I feel like that helps determine
I
whether
think
you
you
can
should
deal
wait
with
to
certain
live
things
somewhere.
for the rest of your
Yeah,
life.
like if they cry.
Because no matter if your girl comes over to your crib, I feel like there's certain things she gonna
Right.
do differently
When
versus
she-
y'all living together.
Right.
Right.
So,
So what make it tricky? What's the
I
good
think it's
thing
just time.
by not living together?
the good thing is like you both know that you can hold your own, and it's not based on like financials. Like, oh, well, I need help with these bills, so I'm gonna move her in, or I'm gonna
Yeah.
move him in.
Wow,
So
wow.
like that's the good thing about it. But at the same time, like I kind of want to know what
Can I
I'm
get
getting
a
into.
amen?
I'm like a little OCD, so I like to go to sleep with my room clean. If like you just come in, take your clothes off, put them on the floor, that's gonna drive me insane.
Can I speak on that? Okay, because I've been in a situation where I dealt with someone and we weren't married, but we lived together for out of years. And to be honest, when we separated, it was ugly because number one, we had stuff tied in our names that weren't legal. We weren't legally married or anything, and it was more so like us trying to separate. It was ugly. You know what I'm saying? Because it was kind of like, oh, this is mine, this is yours, this is mine, this is yours. So knowing that I've been through that experience, I would prefer, if I'm planning on marrying someone, maybe. But if it's like we're like in a relationship,
Oh, hell no.
You got
Right.
your own place, I got my own place. And until we decide that we're going to officially get married and we're going to work this thing out as a married couple, then maybe, we can move in together.
Yeah, I
but
guess
So how long that be? Like you give them a time?
That's the key. It's time.
Yeah.
Well, we're a little older now.
We're a little older now. I
What,
feel like
23,
time don't
24?
mean. I don't feel like time mean anything. Like I feel like you click with the person, you like them,
Whether you 70, 80, you don't matter.
y'all mesh well together. Yeah, I mean, and y'all feel like y'all should get married or y'all should take that next step. I don't feel like time mean anything because you can be with somebody for 10 years. Don't marry them. They don't bring no significance in your life.
And when somebody
then
say
meet
10
somebody
years,
in
they
a
not
year,
talking about
and you
from
done get
middle
married,
school or
have a
high
child,
school.
have a family. You know what I'm saying? Like things happen. So I stopped believing in time. You know?
So you could end up getting married in 3 months.
If I found the right one, yeah.
So if you with somebody
that's
for
super
like 10
interesting.
years, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like, all right, you at this job. You in the same place. Maybe you moved up a little bit. Maybe that person didn't move
No
up or
way.
something like that. Like, and then they propose to you 10 years later. You gonna marry that person?
That depends if I'm there 10 years later.
I'm giving this scenario. Are you gonna marry that person 10 years later and this person's still where they at? You didn't move where you were supposed to be at. You thinking this person's supposed to support you. Y'all supposed to like build together in life, but y'all like right here. But he say, all right, fuck it, I'm gonna marry you.
Yeah,
All right, fuck it.
I'm about to say,
Fuck
they
it, I'm gonna marry you. But no, I'm just saying, no, fuck it, I'm gonna marry you. Yeah. Not fuck it, I'm gonna marry you. But he do what he gotta do, and you know, he marries you. Or he proposed to you.
Yeah, if I loved him to see, like, to picture him being in my life in that way, yeah, I would. But it's I'm looking at it like this. If I was with somebody for 10 years and I'm kind of like, damn, when are we going to get married? Like, we doing everything. Like, and that's another thing we need to stop doing. And that's men and women. We need to stop doing marriage duties and not being married. So if I look at, like, I'm with someone for 10 years and I've showed them that, you know, I'm capable of being a wife, and they still haven't, you know, popped the question, I'm going to be like, okay.
Would you propose?
What's your time frame?
Fuck no, I want to propose. I would not propose.
So
I haven't said
Power to the women that do it.
the only reason
I don't suppose I propose.
the only reason I'm asking that because I'm talking about scenario wise, because I know a female good friend of mine is she's about people building each other up. If you can't build each other up, then I don't know why I'm even with you.
Well, that's absolutely
the
true.
scenario I gave was you
But
just
you
moved,
said in
like
10 years.
10 years. These are scenarios that happen. It could be 10 years.
Listen,
Y'all still
that's
together,
too long.
but y'all haven't built each other up. Like
That's
it's
too
still like
long.
you've been 10 years at the same position. You might have moved up once, or it's like life wise they're not building you up. But you're still with that person for 10 years or whatever
Well, I
years,
feel
and they
like
say,
Maybe
"Listen,
they
I'm
are
a
building you
marriage."
up, just not in the time frame that you may
That
like.
you may-
For
yeah.
me personally, I'm about to be 30 this year. You only get 5 years to make me your wife. I feel like if we dating for more than 5 years and you ain't marrying me, like, what is the point? Like, are you going to, or is it gonna be like you said? Oh, fuck it, I might as well now. Like, hell no.
So what about you got somebody that's 5 years that didn't marry you yet, but y'all on a journey together. Y'all like what
We
you
might
call it,
just
but
be-
it might be something with
We
him.
might just be good partners.
It could just
then
be
we ain't
something
gotta
with
be in a
him
relationship. We
to
can
where
be
he
good
just don't want
partners.
to push that yet.
So he
But
try that
as
shit.
far as y'all connection and what y'all doing in life together, you went
After
from here to
5
here, and
years, it
y'all
becomes-
right
That's not
here.
gonna work because I know I want
Yeah.
to be married.
So after 5
It
years, when he
depends on the
said,
person.
President
It depends
said-
on the person. Depends on what their time limit is. It all depends on that. Like me personally, I couldn't be with nobody for 5. Now I'm 30. Okay, and if I'm with someone, 5 years is way too long. Like yeah, I agree with that. And I feel like if you're not going to take me seriously to a point where we're making decisions based on us trying to get married or working on marriage, then I'm going to be like, no, I don't think so.
but emotionally, you could just get rid of that. Like,
Yes.
Yeah, I could.
I've done it.
Because my time has been wasted. Like, you have to think about it.
You
And
can't
I
get
don't know if
time
the
back.
same thing with men. But me,
So did shit get sour, or it was all good, but
nah,
you just
she
didn't get married?
Yeah, that's what I'm asking. How you get rid of them emotions?
How you get rid of shit that's
And
good,
my-
but you just not getting married?
In my situation, for like, he proposed, and I'm like, it's too late.
Damn.
Damn. But y'all, that's what I'm saying. Like it's too late in
Yo,
y'all
but
this
she
journey. And y'all like,
dancing.
here we
Wait.
Like,
Because I felt like that was as good as it's gonna get, and I felt like he was only proposing now because he knew I was serious about leaving. Now I'm not marrying you.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
a different situation.
Oh, so you left.
Yeah, you
No,
left.
I didn't
Oh,
leave
what?
at that point. We
So-
were like,
What?
see,
Well, see, I would have left.
So if I propose,
no, I'm saying like I wasn't going when he proposed.
No, so after you said no though, like it was you told him because y'all about to break up, like it wasn't.
I'm like, this ain't going the way I thought it would go. And I'm
Alright,
like, no.
damn.
And he was kind of heartbroken. And then I'm not gonna
And you
lie,
just
like I think 2 years later we tried to date.
Awkward.
And I don't want to say he proposed again. But he was like, I know I want to marry you. Da, 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 da. And I was just like,
Oh, it became a little joke,
then-
a
and
little
then
insider between y'all, like, hey wifey.
no. But then it was just like, I was just like, no, this really it. I started giving it some time. A couple years later, I was just like, no, this just really not it. Like, no.
Yeah.
That separation went okay though.
I don't know.
It ain't had no choice.
No, I mean like even before
damn.
like the second time of him like saying that, it was more so like
Then when we
I was
refill,
like, all right, you
anybody?
got. I think I gave him like 4 months. I was like, you got 4 months. Don't pay the bills that you normally pay. Save your money to move out. And I'm like,
Okay.
so he like, you serious about this?
Oh, yeah, that's
Can you
over.
listen? I don't care how much I gotta
This
pay.
was after the proposal.
This was
The second time y'all got together.
No, this was
Yeah,
the first
tried again.
time.
This was after he actually proposed. You hit him with that like.
Yeah.
Dang.
So it's kind of like.
So no niggas, you got.
So then he didn't find a
You got an
place.
eviction notice.
So listen, so then he couldn't
How you
find
propose to get an eviction
You
notice?
got 90 days notice.
So then he couldn't like find.
He said, "Unless you gonna marry me this next 90 days."
It was like I helped
Please
him find
gather
an
all your
apartment.
belongings.
Listen,
Or it will be
helped him-
discarded.
listen, I helped him find an apartment. I gave him stuff for his apartment.
Oh, you
Here
a
you
real
go.
one.
Got him
But
some
that's
bathrooms.
the way.
I don't know. I don't know if I would be
What's the-
offended
Like I
or
said,
thankful.
I got a heavy
Like, damn, she
heart.
wanna
I
get rid of
can't
my ass
do
that
nobody
bad.
no wrong.
Yeah.
I can't just one.
Yeah,
I'm
I
not gonna
get
just
that.
put you out. I don't
Yeah.
care what you did because I feel like as an adult, I wouldn't want to be put out on my behind either. No matter the scenario. I mean, unless I tried to kill you or something. But like, so it's just like.
Because that could happen, you know.
And at the end of the day, well, this was my daughter's father. I still feel like you're still my family, whether if we're in a relationship or not.
Yeah.
So
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
it was like, you know, I don't want to see you bad. So it's just like, but I'm not gonna go out my way either. So, like I said, I got a heavy heart. I can't do
Any-
people wrong because I was so
Any
bad.
any fellas in here ever
A cold, heavy heart.
besides
Like,
Mar?
this is
Oh, besides Mar, any fellas in here ever propose?
No.
anybody propose?
No. Biz, no. Biz, no.
Biz,
Oh,
no.
I just wanted no. I just.
Did everybody propose?
I never knew that.
How long
What's
it took
has
for you
any-
to get married?
How long it took?
Yeah.
10 years.
10 years.
Again, listen to this 10-year mark. How old are you?
I'm 32.
You 32. So you talking about from 22. In my mind, the seriousness of a relationship,
Okay.
again, don't really kick off till you like 25.
Till you like 25. Mm-hmm.
Like until you guys like are paying. I'm not saying that you was living at home with your mom, but you know you might. I'm just saying in a general scenario, you might still be in college. You don't really have responsibilities. So I'm not talking about a 10-year mark, like I said, from high school or something like that. I'm talking about like 25 and up.
So y'all just put a clock on yourself.
Well, it's not putting a clock. It's like
We
no,
do got
I
a
don't.
clock on ourselves though.
Yeah.
We do have a biological
I
clock.
can't say art in 2 years.
She said
You know
4 or 5.
No, but
No,
you know,
no,
it's
no,
it's
no,
real
no,
interesting.
no,
She
no.
said it's never too soon. You
It's
said it's
never
fuck
too
time
soon.
except,
I don't-
but it's too late.
No, it is too late.
I'm not saying that's
like, I look
crazy.
at, like, I'm not gonna say, 2 years, I'm supposed to be married, but it's like, no, it's a
You
significant
said
time
5.
range where you're like, look, all right, we ain't progressing or going over that milestone of dating after a certain amount of time. I'm not going to keep wasting it. Like it's, and then I'm 40, and then if I'm 40, I want more kids. I got one child. Like I want more kids. I don't want to
Gotcha.
be sitting farting around trying to figure out, like, oh yeah, you know. And then next thing you know, my biological clock is ticking, and then next thing I can't handle kids because I waited for you for 10 years. You know what I'm saying?
So this is for a certain age range.
Yeah,
for-
she
for
said
female.
super
We're
subjective.
talking about like
Okay.
25 and
Yeah,
up, where the
yeah.
time starts.
The puppies don't count.
No.
Puppy love don't count.
No.
Ooh.
Puppy love is high school. No.
It counts if y'all stayed together, I guess. But like, I'm not like.
I mean,
like,
you can
I'm
have
not gonna
puppy
tell
love
you at 18,
inside
you
a
got
marriage.
5 years to marry me at 18. No, I'm not talking about that.
All right.
But no,
What
And
if
don't,
somebody?
and don't even try to be slick and
Go ahead.
propose like.
And
in
I ain't
almost
trying to be no
5 years,
forever
'cause I'm still not
fiancé,
your
okay?
wife at 5. Yeah, and then that's another thing.
What
Men
is
will
the financial
propose,
thing?
and you'll be a forever fiance, which
But see,
means they have no
and you
intentions
know
of
what?
getting
Right.
married. But they
you
just wanted
said,
to
what
keep
if it's
you
a
in.
financial thing? And here's
What
my,
if it's a financial?
Here's my issue.
Financial thing.
Financial
Especially
thing is
with, especially with
Finances ain't right.
Life.
with the black culture in relationships.
It costs $90 to get married.
Y'all think
ain't
y'all
going for no
think
$90
financial
marriage.
is the key.
She
and
talking
it's
about just a
absolutely
marriage, not a wedding.
Financial plays a part, but it's not the only thing. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I heard that though, but a relationship can't be successful without financial.
That's
Like,
very much true.
okay, so
But I
okay,
would
listen
take-
to me.
I
Let me
would
say
take
this.
us starting
Okay.
a business over a wedding.
I look at wait, and I'm glad he said that. That's absolutely right. Financial. I look at it like this. If I'm dealing with someone
Talk to him.
and you don't have the ambition to get money, or if you got a goal or a dream that you want to accomplish, and I see you working hard, you hustling, I will mess with you. I will fuck with you because of that. You know what I'm saying? Because I know that you want more. But if you on some, I'm gonna just settle for a 9 to 5.
What if the grind is taking longer than your 5
takes
years?
If you grinding and you doing the
I'm just saying.
proper
I'm
things,
talking. I'm talking about
But
far
she's
as to
okay
get
with
married
it.
to
then
you.
you incorrectly
but you-
grinding.
No, I'm talking about to get
No, but
married
you
to you.
okay
Like,
with the
he's
grind.
leveling
You
up.
want the ambition.
I want want
You want the
ambition.
action and the ambition.
If a guy came to me like, look, yo, I'm trying to make $1 million, and I'm just speaking, you know, but I'm trying to make millions. I'm trying to get us up. I'm trying to get us a house. I'm trying to get us, you know, set for our kids and our kids. Like that's what I'm trying to do.
But he's really got the action behind it.
Yeah, and he's really working hard.
Okay.
But I will respect that and be like, all right, I'll support your grind as long as I know you ain't playing around. Like, and I have to see the potential in your grind.
Even if it go over 5 years.
No.
If it depends on the grind.
It might be
if it's everything you just
not
said.
gonna be smooth selling.
Right.
Yeah, like I don't
setbacks.
I don't want instant gratification.
Everything
I just want to make sure that I see that what you're doing is amounting to something and is putting effort into something. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
He's right. Everything isn't going to be smooth sailing, and that's okay. But marriage vows is through sickness and health, through rich and for poor. So why do I have to deal with all of that? And I'm not your wife. Like I said, it costs like $90 to go downtown and get married. I'm not talking about a wedding. I would take to file and stuff.
no, I want to hear because he's married. So I want to hear on the marriage.
She's talking about
ceremony.
getting
Let's hear from them.
Hold on. So what I'm saying is, now if he's saying, babe, you know, I got this business that I want to do, and you want to invest your money in that, we can get married, and then we can have a ceremony later.
Yeah, I get what she's saying.
I'm fine with that.
You okay?
You can just get it looked, basically.
I'm going to have a ceremony. It's just not
for sure.
that day. Like, that's fine.
Just run down City Hall real quick.
I want to have a what they call it. I want to say a travel wedding.
A destination.
A destination wedding. That's what I'm at.
So go ahead, like what you were saying as far as I didn't mean to cut you off.
For me though, I just wanted everything to be perfect for her. I didn't want to. I didn't want to shortchange her or have cut or anything. I wanted for her to be perfect. So
shit.
and
she feel like don't make that decision because she don't care about perfect.
No, wait. Let me say something.
Depending on his woman,
care
I
about
understand
perfect.
where
Yeah.
he want everything to be right.
And you
for
know
her.
your woman.
I know my woman.
You know your woman. It's about how you know your woman and what your woman wants, and you know. And I agree with that. Like
That is very true.
I'm someone. If you gonna give me a ring, I want a ring that fits me. It fits who I am. Don't give me no old little stone I can barely see with the corner of my eye and be like, oh, okay, this is all I can afford. No. I'd rather you save your money to buy me a fucking ring that you know I would like.
Gino and Martin just wanted to get married, but Martin had to make sure it was perfect.
Yeah. And he
But
looked
he
at my
almost
partner.
lost her too
That was
because
like
of that.
10 seasons.
But I'm just saying though.
You know what I'm saying?
But he cared that much about her. Like, no, I gotta make this perfect for you, even though you might not.
She don't want perfect.
I know, but even though you might, I care about you enough. I care about you enough to where I
Don't
want
say
to make
that. I'm
sure
not
it's
saying
perfect
that at
for
all.
you.
What I'm saying is, I understand perfect might not be today, but we can do it in 2-3
Okay, you
years.
just want the marriage and then
Perfect better come in 5 years though.
And what's
I mean,
going to be
like-
some ass kicking?
Like my boyfriend was saying something about engagement. I'm like, you don't even know what type of ring I like. And then he said some smart remark like, you gonna like whatever I give you. And I said, well, if you love me enough, you would care to know what I like. So no, I'm not gonna like whatever you give me because I'll tell you that's ugly.
But you want him to go down for $90 and
I would,
No.
would say
But here's the thing.
Like, I
Put
don't
the
like
thought
it. Get out my
into
face.
because I'm not. Even if it's $100 ring, it could be $100 ring that I like. Like, you get what I'm saying?
Okay.
For me,
You know
I'm
your
a
style,
I'm
your
a thoughtful
taste,
person.
know your-
I'm gonna
Right.
know what you like. I'm not gonna get
It could
you
be
a
sentimental.
a
it could be
silver
ass
band or a
Okay.
platinum band, knowing that
Right.
you like yellow gold. Like
Gotcha.
that's what I'm saying. Stuff as
Okay.
far as that.
So what
No,
is your
that's
three?
understandable.
What's your three? Give me two. Your two criteria that you look for in a relationship.
A man to be a traditional man to protect, provide,
Chivalry ain't
lead.
dead.
and lead. No, for real. Like
feel
a
you.
good, hardworking man, and you gotta be loyal to me. Like,
Oh, we
We know that.
We
Yeah,
know
that's
that.
what I was waiting for. I was waiting for
yeah,
that.
you gotta be loyal to.
Fuck the kids.
Okay.
Listen, I tell you,
Makes
my-
understand.
I'm
Okay,
telling
that's what you're
listen,
looking
I
for.
love my child to death, and I tried to provide her the best life possible, but she's not about to disrupt my
Amen.
peace either.
Amen.
So-
I know that's right.
All right, that's what I was looking for.
You would make your husband
You
plate
want to
before the
ask me
kids?
or if my...
You make your
Yes,
husband
what
play
is
for the
yours?
kids.
Would
Yes.
you say what I do?
You will make your husband plate before the kids.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
Yeah.
making my husband play.
He
He
bring
might
home the
know what
bacon. He
they
gonna
like.
get the food first.
Yeah.
No, he said before the kids. Like everybody at the table, you bringing his plate
he
first.
Need to eat the
Everybody
bring
going
home
to
the
eat,
bacon.
and he going to sit up here and get his plate first. Why would I give my kids? They didn't pay for these.
Okay, I get that.
Listen,
Yeah,
I'm-
I just wanna
that's that
I agree with
traditional.
that.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah,
Listen,
yeah.
I'm all about catering to
That's
my
the-
man.
Yeah.
If I know my man
But
get off
one
at
thing
10 o'clock,
for-
I'm cooking. Well, I'm gonna cook the kids dinner, but I'm gonna make his plate start around.
No, fuck them kids.
Yeah.
But what's her? All right, what's your two criteria? What's your two?
Okay, she mentioned loyalty, so I'm not going to say that is one of my criteria. I want want a man, like I said, to not feel insecure. I have a huge thing with men who are insecure around me, and I don't know, maybe because you know how I look and whatever, but I want a man to feel secure about himself, and I want him to know that, all right, you got me, I got your back, I'm your woman, don't ever doubt that it's going to happen differently. So I
Just
want a
because
man
you
that's
see 10
secure.
guys in my face don't mean I'm giving them
Like,
back.
I want a man to feel proud that he's next to me and be like, yeah, you know, that's my girl. I know she look pretty, instead of like, why you looking at my girl? Like, I ain't bombing these niggas. Like, why are you mad about my guys that just think I'm attractive? So that's one of them. And she speak loyalty, but I'm dead on loyalty. Like, respect me, respect my name, defend me even when I'm not in your presence. Like,
Gotcha.
that's as simple as that. And everything else just follows.
How y'all feel about open relationships?
Solid. Solid.
See, I kind of want to say I don't know if I would be open to it, but I just know that I'm selfish.
Okay.
As far as
Would you be open to a threesome?
That's more likely than an open
I've
relationship.
been thinking about
Yeah,
it, I just
civil
don't know how
relationship.
it works to even.
Huh?
Like how it work? Like, do the guy wear a condom? And it's like, okay, if you wear a
There's a
condom,
lot
do you
of
switch?
stipulations.
Like, do you switch it? Cause like you
It's-
wear
I mean,
the same
or
condom with the same
It'd be
People
person.
got their own
Like,
rules.
how does that work?
People got their
You
own
gotta
rules.
make up your own
in it.
rules
So
with your-
yeah,
with
people
your
make
folk.
up their
I
own
look at it
rules
like
in
this.
it. It's not like a set of
if
rules.
I
that
have
people
a
make up.
threesome with a chick and she's sucking
Yeah.
my nigga's dick better than I am, I'ma be like,
Why are you marrying me?
You should be.
You gonna be like, why are you marrying me?
I'ma be like, no, I don't think so.
I'm like, should we do
You
that?
gotta make sure that don't happen. You gotta make sure that don't happen.
I gotta do it this
Right.
way. All right, hold
It's
on.
just something I've never been
thought about
into.
it.
Like, guys that I've dated, like my ex-fiance, he was not into that. Like, we even had conversation like that. He was like, fuck no, I ain't. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like he
An insecure
didn't want
nigga ain't gonna
Right.
do that anyway.
He just kind of like,
I mean, I wouldn't either. I ain't gonna-
it's not something I'm looking for.
My chick.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like I pleased my man enough to not for him not to
Yeah,
ask
not
me.
with my.
Oh, you would feel offended?
I was about to say it's not.
Yeah, I'm about to say
it
it
don't
ain't
have
even
nothing to do with about
true,
you. But
yeah.
it's more so about a fantasy. That's just like saying like, okay,
Sometimes
would
the
you have
girl
a threesome?
present
Would
that,
you
like,
have, you know,
'cause,
would
you
you
know.
have
Yeah.
sex in public? Would you do this? It's one of those things. Not necessarily that you're lacking in anything.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it just never came about like that.
Like I want to go to a swingers club and watch. I don't necessarily want to
Yeah, you
partake.
had to
just
They
about
got,
to
they
That's
got one
crazy.
of the first Fridays in
So
South Philly.
What about
And
y'all?
on Passion.
Yeah, right.
Damn, y'all motherfuckers. Y'all know all this. Wait.
Yo,
Hold on,
what are y'all
let me
over there
write-
before?
Right, no, they
You know
are.
way too much.
You see the point? You see the point?
Yeah, it's north. Y'all been there
Okay.
before.
Is that your
It's
call?
all right
That's
though.
his job.
You right.
I know the owner name. His name
Just to
is
be swinging, huh? All right, let's.
So you let a girl go down on you?
I would. I ain't going down on no girl though.
Have you ever?
I think it's called a pillow princess. I'll take that.
Pillow princess.
Have you ever though?
What?
Let a girl go.
No. Like I've been thinking about these things. Some things I may or may not have done, but and there's other things which just like it was just a thought.
Or we have conversations like, nah.
But it's not off limits. Like, ew, that bitch ain't touching me. So that's a perfect threesome
to me,
candidate.
It's a little off limits. I don't know if I want no girl.
Okay. Well, yeah,
That's
I mean,
okay. That's perfect that
It
y'all
just-
both here then.
Cause I'm afraid
First
she
of all,
might
don't say that, 'cause
really
it's like
do
6
some
guys
things.
in
that
this
I'm not
No, I was
into. That's my
No, I'm just saying
shit.
because y'all don't feel the same way about it.
It's not that. My thing is, I'm afraid she might really
didn't
like
come
do
out
some shit.
crazy.
And I'm like, hold on, I want you to do it again.
Oh, you might get turned.
you might get caught in it. Oh, okay.
Ah.
said, but only some women make the other woman only kiss and do things to them and tell their man like, yo, you can't touch her. Like the threesome, it could go.
Oh yeah, it's like you said,
I know it's rules. It's rules.
Okay.
Whatever your rules is in it, yeah.
Oh.
You
But
gotta
what
have
if it's
rules.
just like a room? Like,
As far as the sanitary thing, it's still
What you looking at,
how
Biz?
they go.
I don't
The
know.
only
I
reason
just
only
never
reason I
been
asked
in
that
that
is because
situation where
I asked that because
you know.
I believe in my experiences, like I don't know a female that wouldn't. I'm be honest, that wouldn't try it. Even like they would do it off the strength of their man. I haven't met one that
See,
wouldn't.
I'm not doing the
I haven't. I say it's not out.
No, he talking about at least.
Okay.
At least that's just to my experience.
Okay, here's how
That's
I
just
feel
to my
about it.
experience.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, wait.
That's just to my experience.
Yeah.
No,
So I feel like I'm not
So
gonna.
you
been
done
in a
had
threesome.
threesomes. You done had mad
You been in
threesomes. then.
threesome?
I had two, but there wasn't.
Yeah,
my,
I'm not
my,
doing
my
no off my
girlfriends,
man.
but I've had those conversations with. All right.
But I feel like some women.
Don't get shy.
Yeah.
He getting shy.
I feel like some women they do it to please a man, and I'm not putting
And I
my
feel like that's
tongue
where
down
they
no
go
other
wrong.
girl's coochie for my man. And
What would
I
you
don't
do?
wanna
What would you do to please your man? That, damn, that's crazy. Cause like, what would you do? Like,
How
I
far
look
is
at
your
like this:
loyalty?
is a man? If
That's
I say,
not-
if I
that's
say,
not loyalty.
if I
how
say,
deep is your
look,
love?
That's not loyalty.
how deep my love is. If I told you I want a threesome with 2 niggas and me, would you do it? No.
Hold on. Because I had this conversation.
No, that's not an answer. That's a rebuttal.
I had this
That's a rebuttal.
conversation.
No, that's a good. No,
I had this conversation before with somebody. It's only a threesome if the 2 guys are going to interact. If they're not going to interact, then
That's
that
a
is a
train.
train.
Okay, so if you want to, so if my dude going to interact with another dude,
No, that's what she's saying.
that's what
You
I'm
want
saying.
She's saying it's not.
You would want
I
that?
don't
She
want
says that.
that.
Okay, so we asking for something we want though, not to be smart.
It's
So,
gay,
But,
no,
okay,
that's what she said.
but
Yeah,
I'm saying
that's
this,
what she
this
said.
is why
Yeah,
But that's why I will not do it on the strength of me saying because
that
my
shit
man
go
wants
all
it, because I don't want to do it.
and I said, what would you do on the strength that your man's woman? Not threesome wise, but just something sexual. Like if you're not necessarily like, damn, I don't like this position, but my man love it. Would you like anything? I'm trying to think of something.
I mean,
don't know.
I will get deep into it, like if
Dressing
he
up, if he wants you to play-
Yeah, of course.
I mean,
but I'm
that's
not
what I'm
doing
saying.
something that's going to test my, like,
But I
something
can't
that's
do
beyond my
pegging.
beliefs.
You can't do pegging.
Whoa,
Yeah.
whoa.
Oh yeah, good. That's
Smart
cool.
woman.
Weird, like, that's a whole
Yeah,
nother,
yeah.
that's a whole nother level.
You talking about
That's a whole nother level.
Put some beads on my ass.
Now-
so I'm gonna look at you differently. Like, wait a minute.
Now,
hold on,
yeah,
what?
that's what I was about to. That's what I'm saying. Like some people, you get a,
Because I'll
behind
be
closed
like,
doors,
what else,
and they be like,
what else
yeah,
you want
man.
up your behind? Because look.
Oh,
No, that's enough.
oh, that's about
I do got a question, right?
But
Okay,
all
go
right, hold on,
ahead,
time
go
out.
ahead.
Go ahead.
Let the man.
Yeah. I do got a question. That was kind of weird.
This is Mary Mara speaking.
My wife, best friend, she said if y'all ever wanted to have a threesome, I would do that for y'all.
Best friends are not included. No.
No, but is that weird though that she was willing to do?
It is.
How would you?
That is.
Yeah.
I would never.
Why was
even
that
if I was into
Right.
if I was into threesomes, I would never get my friends involved
Because
it's
usually,
messy.
usually how it happens,
messy
I'm
as
not
hell.
saying, but usually how it happens is a stranger.
I was about to say, if I'm
It's
going to do
usually
a
a
threesome
stranger.
with my girlfriend, it would have to be a man I'm not dealing with. Like,
Right.
that's weird.
So it could be y'all having fun with boy. Like that's
but it would
crazy.
never be my husband because
I can't have my man party my chick with me.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Right.
that's
Like damn, baby, you wanna have a chain? I'm gonna call my man real fast.
Right.
At least I know. Oh, maybe she thinking like that. At least she know. Oh, okay. Maybe she thinking like that though. Like
All right, I got a
she
question.
trusts that person.
We got
No, he
so
said
me.
the white friend said that, not
me-
the white.
Oh, the white friend said that.
Yeah.
Oh hell, that bitch. She need pause put on.
Me
She
and
on a low
she need pause.
okay. Go ahead. I'm
I thought she said.
me and Un have a rule of standard of what a whore is, or something that it's hard for me to get past and him to get past.
okay.
Okay.
If you ever been trained, if a lady been trained in her life, we just feel like that's a whore. Like it's hard for us to wife
Even if you out.
Okay. Can I say this? All right.
Even if what?
No, I was saying if a
Now-
girl ain't having fun,
now
I'm cool with that. I still.
now
just more than one at a
sometimes
time.
You
It's
gotta
too
think
much.
about
yeah,
it.
shout here just yeah.
Some women, and I'm not making excuses. I never been, if y'all asking now, I never been trained on. But some women
Check.
get trained on because they don't have the encouragement to say no. You know what I'm saying? Like it's kind of like you gotta think of it like you know how you have soft porn. There's soft rape.
Exclude
too.
them.
Like
We only talking about the girls that
We
like
talking about
it.
something
We
else.
talking about the girls that like it and they cool with it. They prefer to get trained. We're not talking about no manipulation.
but she-
No
I want to hear what you guys
no
say
Mickeys,
with
no
this, though.
Cosby.
Yeah, go ahead.
are they labeled as a whore based on them?
Based on
What's
just
the, no,
that.
what's the
Like,
stip? Because when
that's
you
what they
sit
say.
here and say that there's possibly a manipulation or there's possibly some type of rape or something involved, that's a little different.
Yeah, that's.
But I don't know the situation.
Huh?
Like that's what I'm saying. I don't know the situation. I don't know the situation.
Okay, let's put it in this perspective. All
I didn't know
right.
she was punched before.
How do you?
No, she could have been like drunk out her fucking mind,
And
and,
that's-
they trapped her in a room, and then did what they
did
did
what
to
they
her.
did.
She not a
That's what I'm
whore.
saying.
Yeah, but-
But that's what
She got
that's what I'm
raped.
trying to allude to, though.
So that's why I said we gonna exclude. Like we
But
gonna
she
exclude
could be
all that.
okay with. I'm not saying she's
But she
okay.
like, yeah,
But-
I want to get train, like,
Okay.
bring the niggas up in the line.
But
Then
she
that's
grown.
okay.
But that's what I'm saying. Say like,
No, it's
no, that's what I'm
If
saying.
she
Say
was
like the lady.
sober-
Say like the lady came to you, right? And she
Okay.
was drunk, but it didn't affect.
think-
Maybe it didn't affect. I don't know how. Maybe it didn't affect her in that way.
Crazy scenario.
Yeah, I'm giving you a crazy scenario. Maybe it didn't affect her in that way. But she sit here and tell a
Let her
nigga
make
like,
it.
yeah, I was trained before. I was just drunk out of my mind. I ain't know what happened. But she don't got a care in the world about it. But the situation was kind of like what we said. Like maybe it didn't affect her
Here's the
that
thing.
way.
Here's the thing. Would she have done it if she was sober?
Yeah, like
You heard what I said
I mean, a
before.
lot of people might not do something
If she
when they
liked it.
when they sober.
Then
I mean,
that's why they
that's
say
why
you
we
can't
asking
consent
that
when
out.
you're drunk.
Yeah, we
Okay.
asking
Yeah,
that
that's
out.
why they say, like, I took a psych class, and I remember when I was talking to my psych instructor, and I asked him, I said,
Oh, it's about to rain.
if two participants is drunk or they're under the influence, is that considered rape? He said, yeah, they raping each other.
No, is it considered consensual? I think
It's
that's
not
the better
consensual.
question.
Yeah, but
That's
he
the
said
better
it's
question.
not, and they're both technically you're raping each other if you're both not having consensual sex and y'all both are
nobody
under the
for.
influence.
Okay, I don't.
But
Only thing I'm looking at is
that's
nobody's
kinda crazy.
If you
Forcing.
think about it, okay, you think about it.
That's not
alone,
rape. It might not be
like
consensual.
if you go
but
in
I
front of
think
a
it's rape.
judge and they say, "Oh, she was drunk," and maybe you were sober, that's considered
No,
rape. If
you
she-
can win the case.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
different
not,
from
I
it.
don't want to get
That's different from it.
I'm
though.
just saying it's two drunk people.
Yeah.
It's two drunk people kissing each other back.
Yeah.
Like she kissing him, he kissing her back, and they both drunk.
They gonna charge each other with
Right? Like how you gonna do that?
you
Sexual
rape me,
assault.
but you rape me too.
Right? Like what is becomes consensual at that point.
So okay, so back to your question. You're
Back to the
saying
horrors.
it's-
I'm not gonna say
it's-
consensual.
so
Back to the horrors.
In a drunk-
Because we're
Hold
getting
up.
off topic.
Okay.
So you're basically saying should a woman be labeled a whore if she has been
Trained.
Yeah.
That's not even. No, that's too specific. The better question is, what you consider to be a whore?
I consider being a whore is I don't know.
Right.
Getting trained.
I don't cause
So they came up with getting trained.
okay, being trained, I feel like
I
We ain't
think-
got no standards.
I
guess.
think if you single, as long as you take care of yourself, you can even be getting trained, man. If it ain't no, if you ain't embarrassing nobody else, like if you taking care of your own self and it ain't like on Pornhub and shit like that.
but I think
That's
the
your-
question
that's
is
your
what
business.
society thinks is a whore compared
That's what I'm
to what you
saying.
think is
That's
a
what I'm
whore.
saying. That's
You know
why.
what I'm
That's why
saying?
they say they finally came up to a.
This is me and
agreement.
Me and
Yeah.
believe like it's hard
I
for
don't
me
think
if I
you have to
So
be
got
religious.
trained.
you have
Embarrassing
standards. So
somebody.
Yeah,
you
it's
like,
hard
look,
for
if
me
you
to
got,
be like-
That's why I said
and that's
family,
fine because I
anything
feel
like-
like everybody has their own standpoint, and that's absolutely fine. I think that the problem is everybody wants someone to, you want to force your opinion on other
Right.
people. Your opinion may be different from mine, but that don't make your opinion wrong. It's just I have a
Yeah,
different
yeah,
outlook on it than you
right.
do. So if you like, look, I prefer a woman who, if you got your tran ring on you and shit like that, you a whore to me. But here's my issue, and I'm not saying you do it, but guys speak on things but do the exact opposite. Meaning, if they like,
Tongue in
yo,
that whore down.
I ain't gonna mess
Yeah.
with no chick who a whore, because
sure.
I feel like she's a whore. She do X, Y, and Z. But then you dealing with a girl who's done X, Y, and Z, and you had accept her for that. But then soon as things don't go your way, you want to
whore,
put that in her.
No,
girl.
for
You a
sure.
whore.
I had
That's why they like,
I
you know
had a
what I'm saying?
conversation with a female friend, and I said, hold me to the same standard. I said I had 2 threesomes in my life. Hold me to the same standard. If you don't want to fuck with me because I was with 2 girls, then hold me to the same standard. I'm
Of
okay
course,
with that.
of course.
But society is different.
It's different. It's different.
But I'm okay with that. Though.
So it all depends on your preference.
Yeah, I might get off a little easier, but
Yeah,
I mean, but that's why I said for me, a whore is somebody with
Oh,
no
well,
standards.
No
Well, how you-
standards.
If
Like,
you just give it
right.
to
You just
any
care.
and
That's what I'm
everybody,
saying.
I think that's one of them things.
If you
where,
just got
like,
a sexual preference to just
double standards is
get
fair.
more than one joint at a time, that's your.
I think when it
mean,
comes to that-
you ain't cheating on nobody. That's just your
you can
thing.
accept double
I ain't gotta call you a
Yeah,
whore. You ain't
that's
my
what I'm
girl.
saying.
Relationship is
I'm
Right.
not willing
Like,
to
you out
accept
here,
the
you
double
taking
standard
care of
right
yourself.
now.
Yeah.
So and I'm not gonna. If I
but
say I
you
did it,
said
then
that. So
Yeah,
I
yeah.
feel like
I'm not willing to.
She
So
It's just sticking by
you're
your
not fucking with
preference.
me.
Sticking
Yeah.
by it. If you only like this type of women, stick with those type of women. Don't go out of your preference, but then judge and criticize that person because they're not up to your likeness. That's where it's a problem. So that's why I mean, like, all right, yeah, you can have a preference. You like light skinned women. All right, cool. Date a light skinned woman. Don't date a dark skinned woman and expect she's gonna be light. Or she wanna get light because you want her to be light skinned.
Have you ever
You know-
cheated on your spouse before?
No,
Never.
I never cheated.
Oh, I got tried. That was like a
Throw the barrel.
No, I mean, I feel like if I gotta cheat on you, I ain't gonna be with you.
Would
That's
you
so
ever,
cliche.
Right, yeah.
would you ever accept somebody that cheated on you back?
I have, but
Yeah.
that don't mean that.
Is it a limit or is it a feeling like?
Yeah, if you just cheat on me every day, like I'm like, all right, no, we ain't together.
Here's my thing. Men don't get left. I mean, I'm not saying every
She
single
good
man.
at this. Go ahead.
Men don't get left because they cheated. It's the actions around it, meaning you formed a
caught.
side relationship.
It ain't
Like
even
I
getting
feel,
caught.
I personally feel as though if you did a wham
Yo, I
bam
feel the
think
same
you
way.
man,
Didn't I say that on the last
if you do a
drum?
wham bam think you man,
Yeah.
let shorty know like, listen, I got somebody. I'm just trying to
I
have
said I
fun
could
tonight.
forgive a chick. That's what I was
gonna be
just
in the
saying.
doghouse, but I'm gonna take you back. But if you
Mistakes
I love
happen.
you,
Shits happen.
and
Yeah, I
you
get
know,
it.
listen,
You can't have a whole
spending
boyfriend,
money on
girlfriend
her,
on the
and it's just
side.
Like,
Right.
well, I was lying to her. Well, you said those same things to me, so were you lying to me too?
Right.
At that point, I don't know who
Right.
you're telling the truth.
You cheating
to.
on her with me and shit.
Yeah,
So I feel
like,
like men get left for the stuff around the cheating, not necessarily the act itself.
I mean, cheating is wrong, but don't shit where you
It
like.
is wrong.
That's where I feel like
Exactly.
don't shit where you
Yo,
like.
fuck. We need to
You- if
take
you-
a shot to this shit.
Th-
Yo, y'all preach
So
to
you,
the motherfucker
so you
choir.
believe that every
Real shit.
I'm not putting words in your mouth,
You took a
but
shot with water.
kind of like every man might possibly cheat. That's not out there.
Oh, hell
I
no.
mean, some men cheat, some men don't. Like, but I feel like this. You know, if you're going to cheat and shit, like, do it in a way where it don't come between
Insult
our
your
marriage
intelligence
or
and all
relationship.
that, right.
Like, don't lie to me. Don't be giving these
Bring
chicks
shit
to say,
home.
Don't
Getting
make
motherfuckers
these
pregnant.
chicks equal to me, because that's when it gets disrespectful. It's like, you gonna cheat on me? All right. These bitches, like, they better stay in their place. Like, let them know that they need to sit in the corner somewhere. Like,
So
bitch,
if-
Don't be telling her my business.
oh, don't pillow talk. Oh yeah, you know my wife. She let me tell her my business. And next time we get on
So it's
argument, she
subjective
know shit
cheating.
about me.
Yeah.
Like, really? How you know? How you fucking know?
So it's like cheat, don't let me find out.
It's
You
not
don't
even
know what you don't know.
Yeah. You don't-
I don't want to be cheated on, but you don't know what
Those
you don't know.
conversations are irrelevant. Like,
Yeah, it should be like
It's
you.
like, why are you even
I'm
talking?
getting my nut off, and I'm
Right.
packing
And
my.
it's time
I
to
gotta
roll.
go.
And that's
It's
why
time
they
to
say
roll.
women are better cheaters, and
Yeah.
men
Oh,
tend
y'all,
to
yeah.
men tend to switch up their
I'm
routines.
great at it.
And they start acting different. Like, oh, I want.
So you wouldn't be with- in that perspective, you wouldn't be-
I'm gonna start an argument with her. Like, why?
I got a question.
Okay, go ahead.
So, say like you fucking your man raw this whole time. You know he cheated and he just got his nut off. Are you going back to a condom with him?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
You
gonna
know?
have to. We're gonna have to do a condom.
You gotta kind of start.
Oh,
on-
that
you
shit
gotta
coming
kinda
off in the
start-
dog.
After 3 years,
You gotta
I'm
start
sorry, that
the
shit
process
coming.
over. I'm not saying
I
you
look at like-
stand
In the morning, you gonna roll over and make
you
it.
gonna roll over and you gonna be like,
But on top
Right,
of that,
just
if
make
you
'em go
wanna
get
cheat,
tested.
If you want to cheat,
Right, you about to
cheat
take it
safely.
right down there.
Yeah, just make them go
Like
get
cheat
tested.
safely. Like use
Right.
protection when you
But why
cheat.
can't you
but you don't know that.
Shooting the
The only
club
thing
up.
is
You
that
shooting the
you
club.
not know that.
Oh, you don't know what?
It's
You don't
not
know
okay
what-
to cheat.
you
When she
don't
said
know
you don't
what
bring
kind
shit
of
back,
that-
period. So
Like,
that
it's
that
not-
that
It's
that's
not
back
okay
radical.
to cheat,
Like the
but
process
it's
all
just
over.
like
When you
I said,
first
don't
date
shit.
somebody,
Yeah, you'll
Right.
start the
Oh.
process
Wrong.
too. No. But you'll start the process all over. So he
Yeah.
gotta use a condom.
Until you trust that you can have a
Right? Yeah, I get it. Yeah.
All right, he gonna use a condom that night, and then in the morning he roll over. You gonna make him grab a rubber. You not gonna be worrying about that rubber in the morning.
I look like
That
this.
thing gonna slide right up in that joint.
After y'all been fucking wrong for 3
years, yeah, you gonna forget all about it.
Okay, let me
that rubber
say
gonna
this.
last for one
Right.
night.
Let
You
me-
already
let
know.
me
It depends on how strong your willpower
I
is.
ain't gonna lie.
Sit there and
That's
lie
some
about
willpower.
Every night thing.
I'ma be
It
like,
depends on
look,
how strong your willpower or how bad, like you.
The morning
really
be
feel
the
some type of
test.
way. Cause
The
I'm not
morning
gonna
be the
lie.
test.
Yeah, that morning be
The
like,
morning be the test.
Man,
That's how you get pregnant.
That's how you
No more.
That be the test.
Be like, damn.
If you can stop a nigga in the morning, tell him grab a rubber. Oh yeah, that's wifey.
Yeah. But I just feel like this. Like, if you want to cheat, like, use protection. Don't be
Right.
shooting the club up and then next thing
Exactly.
like you shooting the club
That's
up.
how I feel about a female. Like, don't be out here. Like, don't. I shouldn't find out nothing.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not naive. Everybody human. I shouldn't find out nothing.
Nothing.
Like,
Like,
nothing.
let these people know, like,
Nothing.
who you are. Like, even if you cheat, like, don't be make me look stupid out here.
True.
You tell them bitches you love them. Like,
And
let
you
me
gonna
come with you know
leave
you
me.
trolling.
So on that premise, you would be okay with an open relationship on a certain level.
No.
that's not saying.
But that's what you.
What
I'm
she's
not
saying
saying-
is, if her man happened to cheat it, these were the stipulations that.
Behind
That
the
what
cheating.
happened.
Yeah,
I
don't
get what
nobody
you're
say like, yeah, I want to be
Oh, so
cheated.
you
I get
saying?
what you're
So, but
saying.
you saying? Oh, so you saying it's okay if you
don't know
don't
what she
know
don't
all
know.
this is happening.
If she
But
don't, I'm not okay
but
with
this
it,
how he
period.
carrying it.
I'm not okay with it.
She don't
period.
know what she don't
But
know.
I don't know. I can't speak on something I don't know.
But you did.
And if
not
no,
willing to-
I'm speaking.
No,
I'm
she's
speaking
just
on when
speaking
I
on what she
do
know.
find out.
Yeah.
When I do find out,
You would be okay with it if he.
I would not be
Hell.
okay with it. We would still have to try to work around that.
Right.
But at the same time, I'm not
He'll
going
be
to
in the
hold.
Like, what if-
He'll be in the doghouse, but she
All right,
won't
so
know
what
it.
if
be like-
what if y'all been
I get what you're saying.
y'all been like kicking it a couple years.
Yeah.
You see his ambition there. He's doing his thing on the road back and forth. You on the road with him a lot.
Yeah.
He got caught up a couple times. So you know where he at with it. And then he come to you like, yo, this what it is. Like, I'm just fucking these girls. I'm gonna get right back. Like
To
he
be
come
honest-
to you like not in that sentence, but he come to you like, yo, like you. Like these bitches know what it is. Like
Then
if I
you
slip,
propose to your
if
mother
I do
later.
something, I mean I'm not.
And
you
this
know,
is just me giving you my honest
Yeah.
opinion. If I was in this
in that space.
in this
like,
space, I would be like, look, don't be giving these bitches money. Don't be fucking these bitches raw.
Right.
Don't be making me look stupid out here. Don't be thinking these bitches on my level. Like, if you able to do that, then cool. Like, but don't, and then don't fucking like. I mean, you gonna lie to me because you ain't gonna say, oh, I'm gonna go out and cheat. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
right.
saying?
Are you?
But
Some
if
people do give their spouses hall
Are
pass.
Cause
you
Will and
willing-
Jada had a John like
Are
that.
you?
That's why.
Yeah,
Well, they
swingers.
was open. Yeah, they was open.
in the
But I
beginning.
feel like
That's why I said that's
No.
getting to an open. But once you
It's
that
allegedly,
honest,
but they
But I'm
talking
gonna
cold.
That's
but
damn
I'ma
near
be
open
like,
relationship.
But
You
I'm
gotta
gonna be
listen to them.
like,
They
what
talking
am I
cold with
not
certain shit to let them know,
doing
like, they-
to
Exactly.
make you
Yeah.
feel
They
like you
was
have
out
to go
there.
out and
They
cheat on me?
talking
Like,
cold.
those are questions I'll be asking too. Am I not?
once it's
doing
open, it's
something?
not
See,
cheating.
first of all, you
What if
can't
that's-
ask
what if
those
it's
type of
him?
questions
Would you
because
get mad
it
if
don't
your
matter
man
what
go to,
you
like,
do.
change
Some
his
men just
massage
like
parlor
different
and not
vaginas
And get a
change
happy
with
ending.
It don't matter.
random
You could be
girls,
doing
but just
everything
go get
right.
massages
That's
and
just
happy
like my
ending?
saying
Would you
is,
be
Right.
okay with
you
that?
might like bacon,
If
egg, and
he's
cheese
not,
every morning,
like,
but
out-
someone
Hold up, we
might
having too
wake
many
up and want some
conversations.
cereal.
Um,
That
he,
don't mean you
okay,
don't
so
like
he,
bacon,
so
egg,
he
cheese.
asked,
Wait a minute, hold on.
asked a question.
Reds had a question for the ladies.
Would you be cool if your man wasn't cheating on you with random women, but he go to a massage parlor with a happy ending every 2 weeks or something, once every 3 months?
That almost happened last
This
night.
nigga-
Happy ending. Like,
How about that?
That almost happened last
Listen
night.
though, but what if, would you be cool with it if he asked you, like if y'all was in the same room, getting a massage and a happy ending together? Would you be down?
No, I'm like, move, bitch, get out the way. I'm gonna give my own man a happy ending.
You
Like,
can't
I,
be there for
You
it.
can't like.
I just feel
I
like,
get
okay,
that.
let me answer this. If I'm not able to fulfill your needs and wants, and you feel like you have to like go somewhere else, then maybe we can have that conversation. But I feel like I can give you happy endings. I can give you massages. I can do all
just
those
trying to
things.
spice it up though.
Spice what up?
Well, that ain't spicing it up if she ain't there.
If I'm not there,
No, you are gonna be there.
I'm watching this girl put her hands on my man's penis.
No, but it's gonna be somebody doing
That was
holding
explicit.
you down.
Oh man, he.
I don't know. It depends. It
He
depends
talking
on
about
the
y'all
relationship.
She said a double joint.
He talking double joint.
depends on
He
the-
talking about
it
two.
depends.
Yeah,
It
another
depends.
couple. You talking about another
I
couple?
can't.
No, like a
No, it's
female
actually-
woman massaging her.
Yeah,
and
actually,
give
would
her
they be
A couple's
Okay.
massage, man, with happy
So
ending.
if a
What's
man
a
was
happy ending?
You get a happy ending, and
No,
he
I
get a
know,
happy
I
ending.
need you to be specific.
Huh?
You might be talking about sex, or you might just be talking about
Sex,
head.
whatever the case may be, it's just y'all for it. They job is to give you a massage and give you a happy.
well,
ending.
I would feel like
That
this.
just
Number
sound like a
one,
classy
me
swinger.
personally,
That's what I
I would
said. He
not
really
be
just asking
comfortable.
swingers.
I would not
Yeah.
be comfortable with my man watching another man perform any
Oh,
type
pause.
of fellatio on me. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, all right. I was,
But that's just me.
Yeah.
For, it's different for men because I feel like there are
Some
double
niggas
standards,
like that,
but we
though.
have to accept the double standards because it's double standards for
Some
both
niggas like
ends.
watching
Right.
their chicks
It's
get
it's
Yeah,
double standards for men and it's double standards for women.
Oh
So
no, hell no.
some
no.
some things men can do and women can't, and some things women can do and men can't, and
Double
that's
standards,
absolutely
yeah.
fine.
Yeah,
I'm not into I'm not a feminist. I'm not into equal rights for a man. Like I'm not into that
We
shit.
are not the
Whatever.
same.
We are not the same.
Gotcha.
I look at it like you play a man's part. I'm gonna play a woman's part, and that's
Ah.
just as simple. as
Traditional.
I-
Well, you
I
said
super
that.
agree
with
You
that.
said traditional
Designed
from
to
the rip. So
complement
I
I do
understand.
not like to break
We not
traditional
the same.
gender roles. Like that is
Gotcha.
not something I'm into. So, yeah.
Nah, I super agree with that.
Yeah. Because I know if I went and cheated on my man with different men, he would be like, "Bitch." you
So
fucking
if your man,
fucking hood.
so if your man cheated, and you know this, and you took him back, do you feel like, damn, I can cheat, I can
I-
do
if
my
I felt
little
like,
thing?
if I
And
felt
he better
like,
not feel no
let
type
me,
of
let
way?
me, let me say this: if I felt like I had to do the same thing. We're not meant to be together. It's not tit for tat.
Yeah.
I feel like this. That's not something I'm into, and I'm not gonna be into. No, it's not easy.
No, I hear everybody. Who's gonna say I'm gonna be petty? I don't know. I just feel like.
Some women be like, I'll cheat on my man back. Why would you cheat? Then why
That sounds
together?
stupid. Yeah,
that's
stupid.
like, why are you with him if you want to go tit for tat?
Oh, I've been in it.
No, I'm not saying that you did
There's
it.
some fun couples out here.
I'm about to say.
Like
I'm
I'm not
like
saying
that petty.
maliciously.
But
I'm
how
talking
the
about-
way
I'm
I
saying the
look at it-
situation happened.
fuck motherfuckers left.
No,
Now
I
you gonna
can
know.
see a situation happening.
Yeah, you went on a
where-
trip with your girlfriends.
No, I can see a situation happening where, and I'm not saying this is me, but I feel like it's different if she was sad about you cheating and became vulnerable. Maybe she's
What?
expressing it.
Why
But
it always
that's
gotta be
not because-
emotions?
No, I'm not saying that's
Tyler
okay.
Perry
But what I'm
can
saying
use
is that's not necessarily being tit for tat. That's
No, not
Some
tit-
chicks just be horny. Like, man, I've been wanting to fuck this nigga since
I'm
fucking
not
10th
talking-
grade,
yeah.
and my fucking boyfriend been in the
But
way.
I'm not even
He
talking
fucking
tit
cheating
for
on me.
tat.
Oh, I'm about to get this dick.
I'm not
And
even
they
talking
go-
tit
they
for
go-
tat. I'm talking about you and your girlfriends go on a vacation together, and your girlfriend's single, and they got niggas in the room with y'all, and the nigga that you think is attractive is hollering at you, and you give him, you know, you gonna give him a little attention, whatever the case.
Okay.
And then, boom, it happens.
See, I'm
That couldn't happen.
No, but what do you ask?
I'm a flirt.
I'm asking,
a
could
big
they
flirt.
cheat
I'm
too?
not-
But in this type of
No,
scenario,
you giving them a one night stand scenario though. Like,
I see.
They probably-
That's just not something I'm into.
But they said they
I
wouldn't
would
cheat.
break up with my guy before I even second
That's what I'm
guess.
saying.
Yeah.
Before I even second guess that I
Okay.
might cheat on him, because I'll just be like, I feel bad, and I have a guilty conscience. I'm saying I can't lie for shit. I'll be like, I'm
Alright.
stuttering.
That's
Shit.
different from what she said before, because she said she thought I was talking about tick for tack. I'm talking about just a
Oh, no,
scenario.
no. Yeah, like
And
you
it
just
just
like
hap-
it just
yeah.
happen. You happen to be in that environment where it's like, is a guy he attractive and you don't have
And you
your
know,
man
and
around
I'm
him.
saying,
Like,
you know that he cheated, and it's not tick for tack, but that's still gonna be in your head a
yeah,
little
it's gonna be
bit.
like, well, he cheated on me.
He
so,
cheated on me, but
yeah,
you in a scenario where you just like, oh shit.
if
like,
that ain't
damn.
true, I feel like be who you
Yeah,
were
like
before you met me. If you was a bitch that's gonna cheat anyway, then don't be like, oh no, tit for
I've been in
tat.
that situation.
That
Don't be
could be the
tit for
wild
tat.
card though.
Yeah, that's
If you
what I
were
was
innocent,
saying.
if you
That could
like-
be the wild card.
I used to be the biggest flirt. I'm telling you, like when I used to go out with my single friends, I'll be the biggest flirt.
She's still a
I
flirt.
would make it seem like this guy gonna smash. I'd be like, yeah. Next thing you know, you don't hear from me ever again. I'm like, I'm a nigga. Like I can't, I play
That's
my
fun,
little
though.
role, but
That's
that's
fun.
it.
Yeah.
But
fun.
that's,
Yeah.
that's
Until you
all-
come
that's
across-
as far as it goes.
Yeah, that's fun though.
I'm like, damn, I thought she was feeling me. Like, I was.
Yeah.
That was just
one
for a
of
couple
my
hours.
friends that
That's
tried to
definitely
holler at her. He
dangerous.
like, yeah, she was texting me, and he like, I'm gonna meet up with her this weekend. And I was just like, no, you're not. He was like, yes, I am. She said we was. We said date the time, and I was just like, if you say so.
Oh, you told him that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cause he was like,
She
getting
know
a little,
me.
he was like getting a little. I'm like, that's not gonna happen. Yes, it is. I'm telling you. And he kind of a player and get ladies and stuff. So he just feeling himself. I'm just like, okay, if you think so.
Left and right on blocked. But I mean, that's just how I am.
Now with me,
I like that
if
fun.
I was, if you
I
said
don't want
you
to
said
be.
you
I
did
don't want
that,
to be the one that's in a relationship and got this. Oh, I can't. Fuck.
yo, we need to take another shot to that. That's what I was saying, the same exact
Yeah,
thing.
like,
Like,
I can't.
I
I'm
was
not
about to
that
say,
type
like,
person,
if
but
I was
I'm
your dude
like,
and that was like, that's cool, that's normal
Yeah.
shit.
But my dude,
I should be able to do the
my
same
dude
thing.
at the time, he respected. He knew that about me. He like
That's
Sylvia's
so
a
normal.
flirt.
That's
I know
so
she
cool.
a flirt,
That's
and I
so
know she
cool.
going. That's all she going to do.
That's so
But
cool.
when
But
she
would you
come
change
out-
that if your man ain't like that?
I would hate to
Yeah, I
have
would.
to change that.
I
changed
if
that.
If that was something he
hate
wasn't
that.
okay with,
Go ahead. Tell
I like being friendly.
I do
Being
too.
personal.
but I'm
being
a friendly
flirt.
person.
I'm
Like, I'm a
personable.
friendly
I'm-
person.
No, but some
I
people
can sit
just
there
so
having some
insecure and jealous. Like my ex, like
conversation
I ain't gonna
I
lie.
think
like,
I would kind of like,
Yeah.
tone it down, but I wouldn't completely, go cold turkey and say, oh, no, I'm going to stop. Because that's my personality.
So you cool with your man being a flirt? Long
yeah, as long as he...
that's crazy, though. That's
As
crazy.
long as he, doing it for the reasons to make everything comfortable. Like, you don't want to be that only person out of your friends that
all
be
in the
a
corner, like, oh,
Don't touch me.
that was me.
I'm not worried.
That was
but,
me.
Like,
I do
that's
that.
me.
That was
I
me.
do that
We wanna-
single or not.
Shoot.
See, that's
you're
different if you
interrupting
do
my
it single, so it's not
relationship phase.
uncomfortable for
Right.
me.
Like, you know what
Yeah,
I'm
it's just
saying?
my
I went from being single to being like, what I'm doing wrong, to being like, all right, maybe I need to grow up.
Yeah.
And then I lost myself. Like, nah, bitch, you was tripping. I wasn't tripping. Like, I wasn't. Like, no, I wasn't tripping.
You gotta find somebody that understands who you are and knows. All right, she ain't gonna go but so far. And that's like, you know what I'm saying. That's how I was, and that's how I want to be in every relationship. That's why I said I can't be with an insecure man because the way I am. Like, I ain't gonna cheat on you.
You gotta be confident that.
I'm gonna be like, yo, this guy tried to talk. I used to be like, yo, this guy tried to talk to me. He bought me like 5 drinks. I would go and tell my ex
that shit backfired
on
me.
And he'd be like, oh, really? Guys
I be
used
trying
to
to be
give
cool.
me food, and I used to come back with the food, and I'm like, oh yeah, he got me this from this.
That's
like,
thorough as fuck.
But he was.
That's
he was
thorough
cool
shit.
with accepting that though, like you taking
because you trust your name and you know it ain't nothing.
Like chill the details.
Yeah, you don't want to go in your face.
I used to wear my ring. I used to wear my ring everywhere. I never took my ring off. Guys would be like, oh, you got a nice ring. Or you engaged.
But you ain't getting bagged and shit, right? Go ahead. Yeah, like ain't like.
I used to just have guys just want to have a general conversation.
Ain't like she getting bagged and all that.
And even if they
I'm glad you said what you said though, but
different than flirting though.
I agree. My wife, before she was my wife, my girl, she was like, no. I seen her. I sat back plenty of times and just watched her. Got offered a drink. She like, no, I don't want these drinks. Like she want to set drinks and foods and all that.
I mean, if you there though, yeah.
If you there,
but you know, it don't matter, bro. If you anywhere in the vicinity, that shit ain't happening. We talk about.
You can forget it.
Right. You talk about if you out with your old.
If I was with my man, oh hell no, I'm not doing that shit.
Just in general though, like she shoot a lot of stuff down.
I bought men drinks before.
That's cool too.
It's cool either way.
And me and her go to the bar.
Because y'all with her girlfriends. It's
no, because like me and her went to the bar, and it's been times where I'm like literally like this close, and it's just like they celebrate a birthday. I'm like, give him a drink for his birthday. Like I'm not trying to talk
regular.
That's just being friendly.
Like they can invite my girl up to the VIP. Like that's you in the party scene with your girlfriends. That's like the inevitable part. Mm-hmm. You ain't going home with that nigga. That's
That's bullshit. That's bullshit.
Yeah, you're not going home with the nigga.
But you know what's crazy?
Right.
You know the crazy thing is that when I told guys. Like, when I was out and I told guys I was in a relationship, they'd be like, oh, yeah, I'm in a relationship, too. And they was more open to me, like, yeah, I got a girl, you know what I'm saying?
Because you got something to lose, too. Because you got something to lose, too. That's all they was thinking. Right. Yeah. You got something to lose, too. So it's like, fuck yeah, I can't be out here with no single chick. She gonna try to take me from my bitch. I know she the only one have she got something to lose, too. That's what they thinking. Like,
but since we was talking about cheating,
don't give me details. You can do it.
I had this conversation with Slim.
Okay.
I don't care about
He said it is impossible. He probably don't remember this, to be in love with somebody that you cheat on.
No.
Impossible.
That's not impossible at all.
Is it impossible?
You said you cannot love somebody you cheat on.
He said, I ain't say that. You trying to put words in my mouth.
I might have had a drunk conversation with you, but
might have.
I don't remember.
We was having that conversation.
I don't remember that.
Impossible to.
He said you can't be in love with somebody you cheat on. Do you feel like that? We had that conversation.
You can be, and maybe I was hurt at the time, but.
Yeah, maybe I was keeping it real.
I was hurt at the time.
He said she don't love me. There ain't no way she love me.
Yeah, I don't know though. I don't know. Maybe I was hurt at the And the only reason why, because honestly, because they vouch, I don't cheat. So I don't fucking cheat.
No, like when they say it's no good men,
that's so cliche.
When they say really don't,
I don't.
When they say it's no good men,
I might have said something like that because I don't.
He said a couple of my past relationships, like, yo, who you out with? I'm with fucking Reese. I'm with Slim.
Yeah,
all right, you ain't doing that. He ain't doing nothing.
Yeah, so
4 years ago he started his new life.
as long as I know him, he never cheated.
Are you talking about being in love or loving them?
No, he forgot, so it's hard
That's
now.
what I'm saying, because if you're not in love with somebody, you kind of
He was saying you can't love for him, but
if you can, when you in love,
I'm not saying it's true, but I could kind of see if that was the case.
Yeah,
but like, you can love somebody.
Yeah, that's what you want to talk about. You talking about in love, like you deeply in love with somebody.
Because my standards are high, so I can't. I don't remember it, but
I tell you the conversation after.
So you just out here dating, so you're not.
No.
I don't date a whole lot
They be
either.
high when this
To
shit
be honest
starts.
with you, I don't date a whole lot.
Stan just
Yeah, if
Okay,
I'm in a
so
relationship,
you're
I'm in a
like,
relationship.
yeah,
If not, then I'm
I'm
gonna
not
do me.
talking about a relationship. I'm talking about dating.
No, I'll
What
just
if
do
she
me.
cheated on you?
I wouldn't even date you. I'll just do me.
Horseshit.
Yeah, I'll be a whore. I wouldn't even date you.
And that's why he'll cheat.
Yeah, I would.
Just do me.
I wouldn't.
Damn.
Yeah, I would just be a
Damn.
whore. I just be out here getting my nut off.
Black
That's
men
what I
don't
would
cheat 'cause
do.
they don't get a
Shout out to the
relationship.
single
I'm
life.
here, so listen.
Unless I really
And
like.
I'm not saying
Shout out to the
that.
single
I feel
life.
like you skeptical. Listen, I'm sorry.
Shout out to
babe.
the single life.
Shout out to the
you
single
know,
life.
It's going down.
You know.
I ain't even. It's just like, all right.
I don't know, it's when you're single, you see things in a different light.
But
you know
yes,
what I'm
you
saying?
do.
I would
Yeah,
honestly
that's the
say,
fuck
though,
you
I
do.
had met women
Especially if
before
you're single
that
after.
I liked, and they said
A
that they
relationship.
had a boyfriend or something. But I fucked with them so much, I just respected. But it's also women that be like, yeah, I'm married, or I got a boyfriend, and it be crazy. It's like literally an hour and a half later, it's like you sucking my dick. You just said you got a whole husband. Like what?
Because I
It's
feel
like that shit crazy. Like don't even tell me that. Just
I
like,
grew up being the
be
other guy.
free, enjoy the vibe.
I don't understand
Like, I'm
that.
a
Like
vibe.
real
But
shit.
that
Where we
goes
came
to-
from, I grew up being the other guy. Every
Married for all the
chick,
wrong reasons.
Somebody
every chick
tried
I
to
dealt
come
with
at me
back
the
in the
other
day
day in
had
a breakfast
niggas.
store, and I'm like, I'm in a relationship, and he was just like, you don't think your man got friends? And I was like, if he do, I don't know about
See,
it.
he was a weird.
Do you get offended? Do you get offended when somebody still press you when you say in a
It was just
relationship?
more
It is
so.
weird. It's
to
weird
me, here's my mind's point or my view on it. What do you want with me then? If you saying like, oh well, you can't friends too, you just want to fuck me, so you
Yeah.
ain't even.
So
So,
you
why
already
would I
know
risk? So it's like that's
Because
dumb.
you
No,
know,
no,
that,
he
you know
not-
what he do.
He not worrying about.
You know
like,
what he do?
What?
He probably tried this shit out 50
Yeah, that's what I'm
times.
saying. It works. So
and it works 5 times out of 50, and he's taking it.
so it's not personal.
So
It's
do you
not
think?
bad.
Do you think some
That's what he
men
doing.
do things out of being repetitive, out of getting the same results out of the same shit, so they don't try anymore? Because we had this conversation.
Yeah, 'cause
about
certain shit
men
don't
not
happen.
being romantic as much as they used to be before.
He'll tell you. My issue with me is even if we not in a relationship, or I'm just having sex with you. A lot of women take it wrong, but like I respect women, and a lot of females just
Oh,
get
you
that
get them an
messed up.
experience, huh?
Not like experience, but it's just like what they think is extravagant, I think is regular.
Yo!
It's like, yo, this shit ain't nothing.
Such as what? What's
Like,
up?
I wanna know.
Whatever it be like, cause certain women you meet be like certain things. Like certain women liking the guy, like, all right, we go out, we do this, we do that. It's like, all right. In her mind, she might be wooed up, but in your mind,
that's
like,
what you do
this
for the
ain't shit. Like
Mhm.
this is like this.
You
is
doing it to
But
get the
do you
yams,
know
but that's
why-
for the
but-
sport. We
but
call
you
that for
know
the
why?
sport.
It's for
Guys
the-
call that for the
whole
sport.
experience.
But a lot
I
of
remember
men-
my-
Trying to
A
get
lot
it for the
of
sport
men-
instead
yeah.
of
He was like,
that's
you
before
make
this
it
$40 wave came.
Cause I be
They make it. They
But
fucking
some-
$40 wave
Right,
crazy.
I don't even
No, but yeah, that's what my ex said.
Right.
He was like,
It's the
yeah,
sport,
like
yeah.
his nickname was Jizzle. He be like, yeah, that's the Jizzle experience. And I'm like, he be like, that's why bitches love me. And I'm like, you ain't shit. You ain't shit.
But I'd rather for him to like put some significance in him, like saying, "All right, I'm gonna be romantic. I'm gonna do this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that." Then do it absolutely fucking nothing.
Right, and
Like,
sometimes
the
that make the
fact-
sex bomb as fuck.
Yeah,
Like,
even if your goal and your prize is to get the coochie.
Like
or they too real.
Like,
When I was a young boy, I was like that though.
What?
Like too much real nigga. Like I ain't doing all that.
Like I ain't pump that
Pussy and
gas.
all that. Oh my god, I forgot about that.
Yo,
You a bad.
I was thinking about
She
that
pumped her own
recently and
shit.
shit. Like I was immature like a motherfucker.
Oh my god, we had. Oh my god, I
And they
forgot
was
about
like, we was like, I was
that.
21.
They was cougars, bro.
And she was like 35. I said, I ain't
Oh,
pumping
my
no
God.
gas.
We pulled up to the gas station. They can't. I ain't pumping no gas. Go shit. They ain't gonna play me like no sucker.
Oh, he make a comment. He been chilling.
Come on,
Silent assassin. Silent assassin. Busy over
all
here.
different flavors. You got a married man, you got a brown skin man, you got a
got the man with the Glock.
yellow
And I know-
borderline.
I know
You got
people-
the locks. You got the
I
fade.
know people can't see us.
Mocha. He like a little mocha.
Model Jose Cuervo after we got Honey Jack, 2 bottles of Honey
Somebody
Jack in
wants
here.
some.
Shout out
So-
to shout out to Biz.
Yeah.
Shout out to Biz 4200.
Person to give you perspective.
No,
Yeah,
that's
he
I
gave
hear
a
you.
couple evil.
I
He
hear
gave
you.
a couple evil eyes to y'all.
Yo,
He gave a couple evil eyes to y'all.
Yo.
I know. I seen him kind of look at me sideways a couple of times. I was like, oh shit.
She killed the kids earlier.
Yeah, I think the kids kind of. He was like, I'm gonna head out.
but
It was like
The crazy
it was
thing is,
like
I
a cute
love
and like
kids.
crazy thing at the same time. Like, damn, you was really like sacrificing.
Yo, but
Yeah.
before we wrap it up, I wanted to find out what y'all pet peeves.
My pet peeve.
name a couple. If you got more than one, I guess you can name a couple pet peeves. And in the I can just say man. It ain't gotta be a husband.
So, man,
a nigga you dating. Like, what's your couple pet peeves? Like?
Please don't lay on my bed and you ain't washed your ass or
In the street clothes, right?
Not even street clothes, your street body.
No.
Like, your street folk.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a good jump.
That's real.
I just think that's disgusting. Another pet peeve of mine is stinky feet.
All right.
And don't use my
That's like the same pet peeve twice though.
Yo, but what's
We get in the shower here, you gonna take care
No,
of both
I'm
of
talking
them.
about your feet just stink in general.
Oh
Like, you
damn! You sound like you been through that.
Yeah, I have.
Nigga need medication for his feet. You
Yo,
need
but-
special lotion.
But chicks be saying that.
Yeah.
Chicks are saying that like, yo, we get in my bed, I hope your feet like they be
I'm
dealing
with
with
you
real
at, like,
feet,
the
nigga.
That's crazy.
Chick, it's not that
With the
deep.
pet
No.
peeves of a person.
Oh, I be cracking the fuck out. Like,
Yeah,
who
that
think
shit.
I am? A bitch will say that.
I ain't running no stinky
You
feet,
better put
but
some cornstarch.
yeah,
in
I ain't running no stinky
What's a
feet.
couple?
but
Greatness. What's a couple pet
What's your pet
peeves?
peeve?
Littering. I don't like
Yo, you hard to Yo, she got serious shit. Oh, throw some chips on the grill around me.
I do not litter. And I recycle.
She's the litter police.
Is you Native American a little bit?
No.
She care about the land more than me.
Yeah,
You would leave something out the window. You would be like,
Damn, she said littering. At least it's something that somebody can
But
help.
it is.
Can't help.
No, I said at least it's something that someone can help. Like,
Yeah, that's an easy
you know,
fix.
yeah.
But that is your.
It's an easy fix.
That's what you're.
But sometimes, like, I throw shit out the window in the car. I ain't gonna hold you.
Especially on the
I
express.
did that with she cussed me out. She's like,
I think about Mother Earth a lot.
But I'm respectful of my company, so if I do, I switch you. Oh no, I ain't throwing this shit out.
No.
yeah, I'm the same way with her.
Yeah,
Because any other time I be throwing shit out the window, I'm
Right.
my fucking
Do
sunroof.
you know if somebody in your car throws something out the window, you
It's
gonna
go-
get that ticket?
Live on the edge.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I can understand that.
Driver gonna get
I
a ticket.
understand
I don't care if that's not the case. I don't like
If we
it.
walking down Walnut Street and I'm eating a Snickers,
Hold it till you see a trash can.
Damn.
Put that shit in your
you
pocket.
would kill the kids, but you would be mad if somebody.
That's a good ass point. That's a good ass point. I can drink to that. I can drink to that. So you can kill the kids. Say the land. Say the land.
Fucking trash.
So you better say me, this earth,
Yeah,
then the
Right.
babies.
a whole tree hugger and shit.
Kids like, yo.
Y'all got any?
That's a
Yeah,
big pet peeve.
I got.
All right, yeah, y'all. What's your pet peeves?
Mine is
I got-
when the
I got. Go ahead.
Oh, mine is when a girl pair of panties on the floor.
Oh, you wouldn't like
Oh,
me.
I hate that.
I be
But
having
if
panties
it's a one-
everywhere.
but if it's a one night stand, I'm gonna see.
Oh, nah, I don't.
Why you?
No, you
mad?
talking
Why
about
you-
dating and shit.
I don't know why. It just look crazy, like, and that was dealing
He's
with
in the
somebody.
crazy life.
No, but dealing with somebody, they hated that too, and it kind of rubbed off on me.
Okay, so I mean, when you talking about panties, like panties that got little discharge or get
Whoa.
little stains in it.
Nah, I ain't talking
You
about
had
that.
experience?
He's just saying see in the drawers.
Yeah, like
Just
when
saying
she was
the
on the floor
balls on
and
the
she
floor.
putting them back on. I'm like,
Whoa.
And she put them back.
like, pose we get it in, throw panties, then she put her panties back on.
Huh?
Yo, that's every like you are if I'm.
Oh, you talking? Oh, he not even talking about left on the floor. He talking about if they happen to just
Yeah.
hit the floor.
So, so you want me to kindly fold my panties together?
Throw them on the cabinet.
That's the definition of a pet peeve.
That's
That's a yes. That's
I
the
never
definition of
knew.
it. It's petty.
No, I'm just saying. I know
Pet
that.
peeves are
I know that's
petty,
your
like,
pet peeve,
yeah,
but I never
yeah.
knew that was your pet peeve.
I be staring at it like, damn.
That's your pet peeve.
Mine.
Go ahead.
I get it though because everything hits the floor. I get it.
Yeah, exactly.
I know.
You don't walk outside on that.
Just about- You complain about my stick ass feet? They been right with them drawers.
Right. Right.
Put them drawers right back in. Fuck that.
Yo, you just be looking like, especially if you on the telly.
I never-
Like, yo, don't put them drawers on. You done hate it.
I
I
can't
said,
understand why they need to hit the floor. Because if you got on pants and you pulling them down, wouldn't they be in the
In the
pants?
pants, technically.
yeah, it should be. But it's drawers.
Sometimes it be wild sex.
Yeah.
though. It come
Yeah,
out.
it could be.
Sometimes the pants
Yeah,
come off
just come
15
off
minutes
right,
first, and
right.
then.
Okay,
It
so
could be a
what
slow
if they-
joint
I
where
was
you
trying to figure out how the
ease this shit
panties
off.
could actually hit the floor unless
Cause
you're
that
It could be a slow joint
Just
where
whip
you
them
ease this
drawers
shit off.
off, or a fast joint.
Maybe it's a joint where you just ease this shit off. It's a slow joint. Let me just try out.
Like she got on a dress. Everybody
Yeah,
don't wear
like,
pants.
panties go.
Huh?
Could be a dress.
Yeah,
That's
dress.
just what happens.
Slide
Could
them
be a
drawers
dress.
right down. Beep.
There you go.
I'm still. Why you got to throw them on the floor?
Exactly. I put it right on the cabinet.
He talking about exactly. You worry about the wrong
I don't
thing.
wear underwear, so I ain't thinking about shit.
Oh, okay.
Check.
Oh, yeah, she not.
Right.
All right.
There's no purpose.
All right. Is this what you do? Yeah, I get that. Yeah, I get that.
Right.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
actually
I get that.
healthier not to wear underwear.
Exactly.
I get that.
Right.
I get that.
Because
I've heard that.
No, I get
you know
that.
when a baby in a diaper
No,
rash, they tell you take the diaper off. It's better for you not to wear them.
All right, so
My
what's your
pet,
pet peeve?
my pet peeve would be
Corny.
chicks farting around me. Like my chick farting around
Oh,
me.
you would hate my ass.
Yo,
No.
crazy though. That's
It's cool. It's cool.
It's cool with my chick.
It's cool with my. I'm talking about like a
she
like
just
somebody you still in that stage where you trying to like impress, like you mean a new joint, like some new yams as we call. You can't be farting and I ain't even
I don't want
hit.
it to be normal.
Or I only hit. You know what I mean I ain't even do my thing in the pussy yet. I only probably we've been dating like
Yeah,
once
that
we
makes
did that thing and then you that
To
comfortable.
be a normal thing.
You ordering like buffalo chicken cheesesteaks and shit like damn that's gonna come through, man.
She lifted her leg up and shit like, hold up, let me get that one off.
right.
Like that's gonna come through, man. What you ordering? We going? I'm like, I'm trying to order.
That's
something
where it
small.
comes from.
I can't order a buffalo chicken cheesesteak when you know you about to
There's
chill.
stories behind this. If somebody want to speak up, they can speak up. But there's stories behind this.
So
Okay,
just in case,
okay.
just in hold up, just in case, got
There's
an
stories
Nah, why
behind
you
it.
throw the game
Yeah,
out?
I
It's
wasn't trying to
audio.
throw you in it.
It's an audio jam.
Yeah, I'm trying to say the stories behind
just
it.
in case about to narrate
Nah,
somebody
throw
else's
you in.
story.
Nah, I just was with somebody
No.
and they grabbed the steak on me. I was already.
Oh no, you gotta get a. Oh no, you
I just said that buffalo chicken cheesesteak.
They
You
gave you
can't.
steak,
You
the
can't.
cheese fry. Go ahead.
Now it's the beginning, like just hanging out.
Okay.
It's like, damn, why you grab a steak on me? Cause I know that's gonna stuff you.
Right.
So no, cause shit.
Oh, hear
happens.
him out. Hear him
I'm
out.
in my head thinking like, yo, that steak gonna make it at the shit. Like I don't want to be around. Like, like I don't want to be around when you get in that mode of damn, I got a shit. Like
Shit bubbling.
yeah, cause it's the begin. You got it.
If my
fucked
shit
up.
hard and your shit bubbling, my shit getting soft.
Yeah, it's the beginning. Like if we're a relationship, it's cool.
Yeah.
It's the beginning. So, she hopped out to grab a remote to put power on and farted and said, dang, that must have been that Ishka Bibbles.
I missed that.
Put this as a cut. But
Oh my
it was like a turn off for me.
You didn't say get the show.
It was a super turn off for me though. Like
He said she.
that
Wait. You not just gonna go past. You not just gonna run past that like that, bro. He said she got up on the couch to get the remote. That shit came right out.
He said this
Must have been the issue, boo.
He said. Oh,
no,
must
she
have been that
said Ishka Bibbles, not shit. Bibbles.
Not shit skip. Oh, it must be that shit skip.
She said Ishka Bibbles.
He took her the shit skibbles. Shut up.
So that was one of them joints that
How you get extra nacho cheese? She got the cheese sauce on the
Right.
steak. Should have been the cheese sauce pop.
But my question is, in the beginning, do y'all order crazy like that? Like,
I order what I will order if if I'm on a regular standard dinner or something.
You don't try to be cute
So,
You eat your food.
Well, try to be cute.
in the beginning.
Nigga, I like food.
That's what I.
but you don't grab a steak. Like, don't grab no steak on me.
don't.
No, I'm not talking about a steak. I'm talking about like
Expecting the chill.
a chicken cheesesteak.
Can't grab
You
no.
got cheese fry, right?
With the
Yeah,
nacho
with
sauce.
cheese fries.
The
And the
cheese fry.
nacho sauce on the
I mean,
steak.
it depends on like the type of restaurant. Like if it's like a 5-star restaurant, like I'm not gonna order nothing extreme, but I'm not gonna order chicken fingers. Like we can go to the
No, that's fine. No, it's not about that.
It's
It's about
not-
what
yeah.
it's about.
It's
what
not
your
about the
body
actual
is
food.
taking it.
Yeah, it's not about.
It's
okay,
the
so
cheese
perfect
and all that.
example,
Yeah, the grease.
I'm lactose intolerant. Okay.
Exactly. So you wouldn't go out and grab no milkshake, and you know.
I mean, if
You gonna grab a milkshake on me?
it's like, wow, I'm like,
That's gonna be a long night.
I don't care what you eat. It's just like I see where it's going.
Right.
So-
You know the type mood tonight. If you know we going our separate ways at the end of the night, all right, shit, I'm gonna take curry smash.
Yeah.
But if you know we about to lay up or something, don't be in the bed. Then that milkshake got me.
In the beginning.
That shit
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah. When we together, I don't give a fuck. We all
I
in.
still won't do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
we
feel
all-
like for me,
I don't want my stomach.
I
I'm
still
too
like
old
to
for my
date
stomach
the
to be-
person
Okay.
I'm with. Like I kind of want to, like, all right, he see me with my scarf on like 4 or 5 nights. I'm gonna try to take it off like twice. Like
Yeah, we had that conversation with the bond.
On the last show, I
I wanted for a
so
while
that
though,
is-
right? My wife,
That
she
was
used to be in my
interesting,
bathroom
John.
for like 20 minutes, this running water. I'm like, the fuck is she in there doing?
Oh yeah, the running water. You already know. The running water.
But
is
that's
the
respect. That's what females.
That's where I got it from.
A lot of
Bro,
dudes, that's what they do.
I've been running water ain't
Yeah.
since. The running water.
Yeah. Until they get too comfortable and you just hear them just feel like, damn, she fine.
No, something interesting about my ex though,
I
like
don't care how beautiful you look. If you pull out a pack of Newports,
oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a different. Yeah, that's a different.
Remember the old commercial with the monkey? She turned right to a monkey.
Nah,
and
so
shit.
I'm glad.
And not even that. Or when you go in the bathroom, you come back in the room and you go to brush your head.
All the type of hair and shit.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm not mad at that.
I don't got them problems.
So my pet peeve is high
share
acidity.
shit.
It's being high acidity.
I'm high acidity because mine's is food,
Okay.
and I'm specific.
Okay.
We can do seafood,
Okay.
but we not going to do a whole. If I don't know you, we not going to do a whole pan for Mr. Hook with crab legs and fucking butter.
He said if he don't know
and
you.
shrimp. If I don't know you,
don't know you.
because it's just too. It's just my pet peeve is like the seafood and all that. And the
To me, that's fun.
all over
To
you.
me?
Not on the first joint. We not doing it. We not doing
I'm
it.
not taking you there for
Can
a
I
first
just say
date.
something?
Okay.
I'm not gonna go too far, but come on, bro. I seen you on a first date before.
I never.
With worse.
With what?
And spit, yeah, come on.
What you talking about? I'm talking about food.
One time, because clearly, baby,
Let's talk about
I'm
the
talking
table
about
food.
food.
Table
I'm talking about food. I'm talking about food. I'm talking about if I'm with somebody and I don't know you and you want to sit here and get a whole fucking pan of crab legs, and
Mussels.
with mussels in front of me
From Mr. Hook.
from Mr. Hook or some shit.
So
like,
if your girl wanted to slide
no,
to-
me and my girl, we
The first
good.
date,
My
I'm
girl,
gonna do
yeah,
that
that's-
shit.
Yeah, I had fun. Like,
okay. And you not- And if I don't know
I
you,
think that's cool.
and if
Yeah,
you don't,
don't
that's what I'm
fit
saying.
me.
This is my high this shit. If
I
I
actually
don't
never
know
did
you,
that, but
if I
oh, matter
don't
of
know
fact,
you, we're not going to the Chinese
we
store to
slid
get
up,
you 3 wings
we
and
came-
fried rice.
what's some
We
fucking
not
crab
doing it.
legs?
I
No,
know, we not
outside
doing
on the
it.
block. Remember that time with the fucking somebody was like, yo, grab some crab legs and some shit, some bunnies. We was on
I'm
the
just
block
saying, a
like,
girl
in the
might be
middle of
like,
the day
I'm
with
hungry,
crab
nobody
legs. That
wants
shit was funny.
Wings and some fried rice. Take me down the block to the corner store. She was asking me why, I don't want. No, I'm cool.
You ordered mac and cheese?
no,
No,
he ain't talking about seafood.
no, I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about this certain little shit that this is a.
He don't want her to be in his car smelling
like
like.
seafood
Yeah.
and like Mr. Hook.
He can't.
and
He
butter
don't want to be
sauce and
confused
all
if
that.
it's, if
what
that's
I'm
the
saying.
food or that's her he's smelling. So
That's why you got.
Yeah, like I just that shit turned me off.
he said that better. He said that better be the platter.
Thank
Thank you, my nigga. Thank you.
That better be the platter.
Like I want my girl smelling like perfume. I don't want you to be
Smelling like
breathing
fish?
head like fish.
But
and
He said,
like
wait,
bottom of the sea.
he said, damn, that smell good as shit. Or that even smell good or that smell horrible.
I don't want to think like
Wait a
that.
minute, we stopped
I
eating
don't think
seafood
like that.
hours ago. Why does it still smell like that?
He said, either that smells great or horrible. Depending
No,
on what it
not
is.
But he
Talking about
said it's
girl.
not his girl. He's just saying
I'm talking
somebody.
about
A
girl I
female,
just
like-
met.
It is separated from me because if we
A
go,
thotty one. Yo, take me down,
Bob.
Bob.
That before you order the food, it's like
We didn't
Bob,
say
you
that.
not even get in the cup.
I don't want to smell it. Period. If I don't know you. Period.
Yo, I can't. Yo, they said it smelled like that before. You ain't getting it. No.
I don't want to smell it. Period. Before I know you, I want. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
I want a female out because when I'm with you,
Yeah.
even the first date, I'm gonna smell good as shit. I want you
like
to
your
smell
first
good.
impression is the best impression.
Yeah,
Like,
if I'm dating you,
yeah.
What if
or if
they-
I'm trying to see what's up with you.
Yeah, that's
So all that fish shit out the window. All that Mr. Hook shit out the window.
He said all that fish shit out the
Hygiene is
window.
everything. If you stink, that's an automatic no-no.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Yeah, fuck that.
no, I don't have no problem with that.
You had no problem with a chick stinking?
No, I'm talking about one seafood.
He talking about all the problem with that little.
No, I'm talking about first date or first
date
time
is
going
about
out.
certain-
I'm cool.
Yeah, I
with
had
it.
no problem
Places
with
that
that.
you know will bring that kind of little
It's all
smell.
about that interaction.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you can't just be like, oh, let's go to this place and y'all not interacting. Like,
But
y'all so
also,
busy cutting crabs
I'm gonna have seafood with her. I'm not gonna just be sitting there with her. So I might have that scent
Oh, yeah.
too. So I
I know.
understand it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
I
not.
love seafood.
Yeah, so I'm gonna have
I
it
can
with
Yeah,
her.
I'm just talking about first dates.
Yeah,
I'm just talking about
I agree
first
with that
dates.
because I went
That's all.
with us
So
to
we
go
not
first date
and
I'm not talking about nothing else after. I'm talking
Oh
about
no, you
first
might
date.
wanna, you might see how
No.
a motherfucker is. Like, oh yeah, she get down.
Oh,
Yeah, cause ain't no game when you eat.
Oh, you see her eating a crab leg like that?
She know how to handle them joints. Like, oh yeah, she wanna do them joints. She wanna do them joints.
Yo.
You might get a little preview.
Swing.
Wrap it up.
Rapping it, bro.
All right, this is the Bid Podcast. We got greatness and Sylvia.
Greatness in the building.
Wait,
Let's bless the room. We gonna bless the room with a shot
Bless the
before
room
we.
with a shot,
before we, everybody get at least a shot in their cup. We gonna toast.
Yeah,
You drunk all your water?
You can toast with your
It's
water.
It's water. I got some water. So yeah.
Let's take a shot.
Everybody make sure they got a little something in their cup. We gonna make a toast.
Oh, that ain't no shot. Hold on, time out. Real fast.
Oh man.
She ain't got no cup.
She trying for the fast one.
Listen, you gonna drink it with the water.
She gonna take a shot with the water.
You can't pour lick in her water.
I can't.
Yeah, how you pour lick in
I
her
got some
water?
water.
reason why she.
Y'all good? Y'all good?
We good. We all.
Everybody hold it. Tap me a little bit. Pause. Tap me a little bit.
Yeah, she.
There we go.
Damn, you got that. Yo, he don't got no shot. He got a home.
He ran the faucet in my drink.
Yeah, that's your girlfriend. You gotta get her to take this shot. You gotta be that girl. Like, girl, if you don't just take this shot.
Look, I
Damn, she starting before us. What's going on?
How you going to
That's what I'm trying
That's
to
clear fruit. She
Oh,
drunk.
she gonna pour more water.
You said clear. All right.
All right.
All right, toast. Let's toast the
Toast
Bid
the
Podcast.
2020 vision, the Bid Podcast, and
Sylvia,
our new friend Sylvia and Greatness.
Podcast coming soon.
Sylvia and Greatness.
The Sylvia and Greatness Podcast coming soon. It's
Y'all
the
want to
name.
shout y'all page names out?
I'll shout mine out. My IG page is Heedah14, and that's spelled HEEDAH 14. And yeah.
Mine says, "Oh, that's Asia."
You can't wait. You was laughing before she even said this shit.
Yeah, my Instagram name is "Oh, that's Asia." OOH.THATS.ASIA.
Oh, that's Asian.
Oh, that's
Oh,
Asia.
shit.
Well, that's Asian. Yeah.
That's
And this
lit.
is the Bid Podcast, and we out.
We out. Boom.
We don't have a podcast like page. I just have like I'm starting off, so I just have my page.
They be going live. That should be lit though.
It'll be
That should be lit.
On Instagram.
I'm on Instagram. Yeah. Yep. So yeah, follow